everyone to the Quit Stalling Geekcast. I am your host. My name is Herald Silvestre. Welcoming you to the Quit Stalling Media Studios studio. That is right, it is Sunday. It's the first Quit Stalling Geekcast of April 2021. And I'm not alone in the booth today. Well, I am in the booth, but in the studio, but I'm not alone physically, not spiritually, mentally, emotionally. That's the one, emotionally. I got the sensei of humor himself, Derek O'Brien. How you doing, Derek?
Yo, Konichi, what is up, everybody? How are we all doing? Happy to be here. We have great topics today. It's going to be insanity. It's going to be probably a lot of debating, but we'll see, you know? And I'm actually happy because we actually might have some conflict this time, you know?
Ooh.
Normally, me and Harold just agree with everything, but this fist of a man is here today, guys. And oh my God, you guys, just give it up for Juancho. Come on, guys, he's back, baby. Let's get it.
What's up, guys? Where's Francis in the chat? I'm just waiting for someone to call me Goncho, or Juancho's not Goncho.
Well,
That's true. Actually, I'm waiting for that.
But yeah, I'm glad to be back on the show. Sorry, the schedule's been kind of hectic, to be honest.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, I'm so bummed I missed the Justice League stuff because I was actually very positive in that one for once.
For what?
But yeah, I'm glad to be back, and now the show's not just a bunch of yes men. So let's get interesting.
I think we lost Juancho.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Goncho comment, cue it up, please. I was kidding.
Oh no. Oh no. Juancho, I think you're cutting out.
Oh man.
I think you're cutting out. Oh no. Well, for the it's good to have you back, Juancho. It's been a couple of weeks, but we're glad you're here. I do want to ask about your opinions on the Justice League Snyder cut, on Zack Snyder's Justice League, to be more specific. Can you give us like a quick recap of what you thought about it, and maybe your rating out of 10 Superman crests?
Dude, I loved it. I think
10 mother boxes.
I think we should normalize remaking shows that didn't pan out too well, because why not, right? Like Sonic was probably the first, like, a trailer that didn't pan out, so they re-edited the movie. I like that, and now like a full movie that came out that wasn't critically acclaimed, and it was fixable, so they fixed it. I want that to be normalized. I love it. It's the Justice League we deserved. 4 hours felt like not enough. To be honest.
Wow. Okay.
I could have gone 5.
The same thing.
I could have gone 5, but 4 hours was perfect because, yeah, since the Flash was fleshed out, and the Flash went from being a really annoying person to someone like my favorite character in the show,
so exactly
on the movie. So yeah, I loved it. I cannot think of anything bad to say about it, except that by this time we should have.
There's only one thing bad about it. That's it.
What?
Like I said, was Amber Heard. That was it.
Oh, I'm so sorry. You're right.
I literally said that. I would have gave it a 10, but
my God, yeah,
because of Amber, it's got to be 9.
No, yeah, yeah, definitely. Her and her accent, by the way. Yes. Could have done without that, but other than that, dude, it was great. Like, yeah, I give it 9 out of 10. Just
9 out of 10 mother boxes. Sick.
Honestly, it was like the feel was there, and it was just so well made. 4 hours was great.
That cranks up the quit stalling average to 8, Derek.
I was the only one that said 9.
Yeah.
That last week, I was like, Juancho, I needed your other 9.
Wow. Dang.
Yeah.
So you're the only one right last week, then? Yeah.
Oh no! I think we're losing Juancho again. Oh no!
Oh no!
What do we do now?
Yes, you're right, Juancho. Yes. Man, we would
We got him back.
It would have been a weird show. He would have agreed with me. That's weird.
I think the Fates. I think Dr. Fate played a part there.
Yeah, right.
Oh, but yeah. The only thing bad about the movie is that we should have Justice League 2 by now. And have you guys read what he had planned for the entire series?
I'm not a fan.
Well, it would have been a huge bombshell, but it's like very Zack Snyder, and you kind of just have to accept this is a Zack Snyder verse. We have a Superman that killed on his opening movie, so it's his thing. He made it his own, which is great. I like I got to hear what Lachelle said, and yeah, we do need that very happy Superman, but this is not that Superman.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, real quick, since we're talking about it, I know we give a lot of praise to the animated DC movies, which are kind of deserved, but I watched some of them again recently. I forgot how jarring and dark they can be.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's
crazy, man.
I was watching the last one in their continuity before they rebooted the universe.
Yeah, that was, oh my god, that was Endgame.
That was dark, dude. That was
hella dark.
Like you see heroes getting ripped in half. It's gross, man. It's wow. Yeah, but yeah, that's kind of like what The Boys, and Game of Thrones and all these other more recent pop culture shows and movies are kind of sanitizing us to, right? Is like, okay, you know, if your heroes were real, this is the scenarios
What
that
they
they'd
would
actually
do,
be faced
right?
with. Yeah. So
would you say? Do you think we're
right?
actually?
Oh, go ahead, Juancho. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Would you say we're in the new era of superhero? You know,
Ooh.
I think because that was the worry, right? That we would have, I forgot what you call it, but we'd get really tired of superheroes. There was a term for that. I'm forgetting the term.
fatigue.
Yeah, the superhero fatigue.
Yeah.
And I feel like maybe we're reaching that phase, especially with the end of Endgame, maybe. But then because of this whole new, like, I'm going to say a new renaissance of just R-rated superhero movies for adults. I mean, like Invincible, I heard is doing great. The Boys is great. This Snyderverse stuff is great, and people love Deadpool already. So
It's definitely keeping things fresh, you know.
yeah, right.
I'd rather have
everything's not Marvel, which is great.
Yeah, I'd rather have more variation than anything because you know you get to pick your poison. You don't have to love everything that's out there, and you get to choose. Like you get the buffet. Right, so you get the biggest buffet of like, if you want king crab, you get king crab. If you want roast beef, you get roast beef. You know, so
Get the steak, get the steak.
Yeah, right.
And if you love everything, just take everything.
Yeah, just you get your money's worth. So I get it.
Yeah.
So to answer your question, I think we're in a different era now. Definitely, we've had the darker comics in the past, like Marvel Knights was a darker take on the Marvel universe, and we kind of lean towards that with the Netflix series that we got. But overall, you know, I'm glad we get all these choices, and yeah, I'm just happy. It's a good time to be a geek, right? We're getting new Star Wars. We're getting new different kinds of Trek also, like with Lower Decks and the humor that they have there. So yeah, it's good stuff. It's good stuff. Derek, how about you? What do you think? Are we in a different era? Do you agree with me?
I think so. Yeah, I feel like they were You know, honestly, I'm trying to go back. I think the first dark scene I saw in a superhero movie was Superman when he killed Zod. I thought that was really dark. Yeah, and like.
I mean,
literally,
the Dark Knight.
I can't remember.
Oh,
Dark Knight. That's right, Dark Knight. I was trying to think. I'm like, wait, I gotta keep going back. But yeah, Dark Knight. But like, I like that though. Everything what you guys said, I agree. Yeah. Especially with, I feel like with the succession of The Boys specifically, right? It's like it panders to a certain audience, and it's good, man. It's like this is totally how it probably would be in the modern world, right? Like, yeah. And I like it. It's a different take, and it's something new. And I even think, honestly, you know, once this stretches out probably long, you probably gotta go back to the original. Go back.
I mean, we'll always have Marvel. We'll always have
exactly. That's true. Exactly. So it's a good mix, and I love it. Yeah, I love the new age. It's a perfect term for it.
Yeah. So with all that being said, I wanna briefly catch up on what you guys have been up to. Yeah, I'm glad we got Juancho's take on Justice League a couple of weeks after it. Better late than never. I'm glad we get to hear your side, Juancho. But let's start off with Derek then. Derek, I saw your stream yesterday, bumping and screaming. I love the marble races, and I really want to incorporate that in other stuff. Like dude, that's so fun. So how have you been doing? What have you been up to?
It's so good. Yeah, I've been just been streaming like normal, man. My community's been fucking amazing and fantastic. Like Carol will say, we did a lot of Marvel stuff, and I usually do that for the giveaways now. When I first started doing giveaways, it's like a spin wheel. It's not as fun, man. The marbles is really cool. And yesterday I found out with someone in chat told me there's like a battle royale mode with marbles, and you can fight each other and like target and oh dude, it's so awesome. I played like Duel of the Fates while it was happening. It was epic. Rico was there and he was almost won at the end. Oh dude, it was awesome, man. And you can like target a specific player, so like you could technically all band together to bully one person.
Yeah.
Which was Maddox at the time.
Isn't that just playing marbles? Like marbles battle royale? Isn't that just like, you know, in the circle?
Oh yeah. It's like exactly. That's how it felt. And it was.
Bro, you mean the draw lens? Do you mean the draw lens?
I was thinking more Beyblade, but okay. But yeah. Other than that, man, just a lot of Phasma, a lot of chat, just mess with me. The shows I've been watching, that's basically what we're talking about today. Just Falcon Winter Soldier, Black Clover ended, Dr. Stone ended, so a lot of just watching and playing.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's excellent.
How about you guys?
Oh, real quick, I want to welcome Whoopenstein to the chat.
What up, Whoop?
And also formally welcome everyone who's watching right now. Thank you guys for tuning in. Yeah, Juancho, dude. Oh, sorry, real quick. Chat, let us know. What have you guys been up to? Anything cool and geeky you've been catching up on? Any comics that have been coming out? Comics have been, from what I heard from Derek, from what you and I heard from Lachelle the other week, you know, sometimes they come on time, sometimes they're pretty delayed because of the pandemic that's happening. So let us know, guys. I'm curious and picking up some comics recently. I'm wondering. I've been reading some of Invincible to see the differences. But yeah, Juancho.
Right.
Yeah, Juancho, buddy. What have you been up to? Give us a brief look at your life.
I'm doing all right. Honestly, I'm like working a little harder than usual, even though I do still play games during work sometimes. Just saying, but it's like I've been sleeping a lot later lately, so that's why. Like honestly, this is really early to me. But yeah, just getting that good balance, family time, work, time being a dad, really, and playing or watching in my own time. So let's try and get that balance. I can't imagine actually how life would be like outside the pandemic now when I actually have to go out and sit
It's gonna be
friends.
weird.
We went to prom already. Now you're good.
Yeah, I actually just came from painting some eggs for Easter. It's Easter.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'm like, my face was literally covered in paint like 10 minutes before the show. So it's been great. It's been great. I've been buying new board games. I'm trying to get into that again, just trying to learn more and just building my collection.
Nice.
So,
There you go.
yeah, trying to get back into that. And other than that, just living life. That's pretty much the same.
Dude. Excellent. Yeah, guys in the chat. Oh, Funky says he's been rewatching some stuff. Derek, he rewatched Godzilla vs. Kong, Monkey vs. Lizard, as the chat is calling it now.
Ooh, Joe, you've been buying Magic cards again. I feel you. I've been getting into Yu-Gi-Oh-ish again with Derek, actually.
Joe is a huge fan of Yu-Gi-Oh. Like, oh man, like huge Kaiba fan. So you and Juancho will get along well, Joe.
You should watch sometime when I put Derek in his place.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, Harold, how are you doing, man? It's been a while.
He's so sweet, Watcher. He's so sweet. Before I talk about what I've been up to, which I really appreciate, we got Sam back in the chat. Hey, Sam.
Oh, hey.
How you doing? Also, Juancho, my question, quick question before I talk about myself for an extended period of time. Do you get a stimulus check from America because of your is it your citizenship ?
Oh yeah. As a permanent resident, I do get a stimulus. I wasn't supposed to hit the mark, but then they did send me one, which is great. I hope they don't take it back.
Thanks, Joe Biden.
Yeah. So yeah, I actually got one for my brother too. So.
And I asked because what else are you gonna spend your stimmy check on if not dueling? You know, right? The D is for dollars and duel.
Kaiba doesn't have to worry about where he gets his cards. Don't worry about it. If I have to kidnap some grandpas just to get that rare card, I'll do it.
Oh man, oh wow, that's.
Dude, Joe says in chat, dude, before you go into the Herald, would it be a bad thing if I spent $3,000 in the last 3 weeks on Magic cards? God damn.
Buddy, okay. This is a judgment-free zone, the Quits on Geekcast is,
no.
right? if that is what you choose to spend your money on, if you have the money to spend, if you're not
True.
gonna go hungry for the next couple of months by spending $3,000 on Magic cards, dude,
Ask Juancho how much his chair was.
Wait, what? No. Anyway, no, $3,000. I'm just more impressed, dude. Wow.
yeah, if anything, good stuff.
Are these new cards? That'd be great. Like I like playing Magic in Draft.
Oh, that's when you pour the Magic straight into your mug,
Excuse me.
right? Some Magic draft.
I go hungry regardless. At least if you're gonna be hungry, at least you're hungry with things you love, right?
Be hungry,
True.
happy, right?
True.
Don't be hungry, sad. Be hungry, happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Harold, what have you been spending on, Harold?
Dude, I've been spending my my time, first of all. In Minecraft. I've been getting back into Minecraft to relax.
Oh, really?
It's really relaxing to just get in, maybe mine some diamonds with your Fortune 3 pickaxe. You know, I've been really just playing Minecraft to take my mind off of things, because recently I've had to just think throughout the day, and it's tough because you get exhausted. So sometimes you just want to play a game where you don't have to think. And
Yep.
World of Warcraft has gotten to a point because I've been doing harder and harder content. So when I play World of Warcraft, it's not just to like farm stuff and just relax anymore. I actually just play to like do really high-end dungeons or high-end PvP, which requires me to think. Like imagine how we play Overwatch, but like harder. Because
Like you try to relax, but you force yourself to play ranked, pretty much.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, right.
Because like imagine Overwatch, you're tracking maybe 3, maybe 4 abilities per character, right? Maybe less if you're not really that mindful of each player on the other team and on your team. But in WoW, you track like 6, 8 different cooldowns.
Yeah.
You know, and you have like it's 10v10 in the battleground, so it's really crazy. It's really insane, and I'd rather not do that. Actually, I might just stop this week. I'm tired. I'm tired of
Take a
PvP.
break, man.
Yeah.
Take a break. Definitely.
I'm tired of PvP.
I mean,
So-
nope. I mean, me and Derek are not strangers to endgame content, and yes,
Right.
the stress is there because not only do you have to worry about your skills and everything, you have to worry that everyone else is doing their job properly.
Right?
Yep.
Right?
Yep. Oh, God.
And that's
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
It's harder, and you don't want to micromanage. But sometimes, when you do something at that end, you're not micromanaging, but you're paying attention to what the other people are doing, right?
Right.
So it's like it's harder. So yeah, I get you guys too. Yeah, so I've been playing World of Warcraft a little bit, not as much anymore starting this week, but yeah, I'm enjoying myself. Minecraft, so the crafts are tackled. I've been binging some shows. So I finished Breaking Bad the other week. I told you that, Derek. And I'm on Better Call Saul now. I'm 4 out of 5 seasons through.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a good
Okay.
show. And then I checked out that Dota show on Netflix because they.
That's something I've been meaning to get into.
Yeah. We'll probably talk about it when you guys get to watch. But if you guys saw Dragon's Dogma on Netflix, which was Dragon's Dog Poo, it was.
Yeah, that was bad.
That was really bad. This is like a better version of it. And it doesn't feel like Warcraft. So they're really like divulging a little bit from it. So. It's still high fantasy.
I'm so confused by how you guys sold that, and I was like, no, I'm not hyped to see it.
No, it's go into it just without expectations is what I want to tell you, because it's popcorn fun. Yeah. I'm sure Dota people are loving it. From what I hear, just really quick, from what I hear, people who were maining this one character, I think her name is Luna. They were like, oh yeah, I play Luna, and then when they watch the character, they're like, I didn't know I was playing Hitler.
Oh my God.
What?
Oh my God.
So the character was like a lot more dark than they expected, and then when they went back to listen to the voice lines, they're like, I should have seen the signs.
Wow.
Yeah,
I'm
so-
curious.
That's
Yeah.
I'm
I knew
curious.
I knew that'd pique your interest. So that's one way of putting it. Is they're adding a new character or two as well, and yeah, it's pretty interesting. The lead villain is their Illidan ripoff, Terrorblade, so that might interest you too.
No.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah, it's good stuff. It's good stuff.
I'll
Okay.
check it out for sure, man.
Yeah, so that's what I've been up to, just aside from work, is trying to find peace in this crazy time, because we're not allowed to go out.
Peace in our time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Peace in our time.
Yeah, so that's good stuff. Good stuff. Sam in the chat is asking if you just got back, Juancho.
Just got back to the show, or I've been back in the Philippines for a while, but yeah, this is my first time back in the show.
Since then.
In a minute. Oh, it must. Yeah, I see it now in the chat. It must have been a long travel from the 80s, because of my glasses and my stash.
He's also wearing khaki pants and some loafers.
Bell bottoms, actually. So.
Oh my gosh, you just came out of the 70s, Sam. You went into the 80s straight from the 70s.
Oh.
He was affected by the blip.
Different blip, but
Yeah, different blip.
Still the same effects. Oh man. All right. Well, I'm glad to be talking to you guys. I'm so excited to talk about so much. Actually, I don't know where my soundboard went. Where? I guess we'll just go straight into it. You guys want to talk about the news?
Yeah,
Let's do it.
Ah, yes. I see. Good news, everyone. This part of the show is brought to you by Panels Comic Book Coffee Bar. Derek, Panels is located at Suite A, Mission Avenue, 713 Mission Avenue, Oceanside, California. So if people want their fix of coffee and comic books, they know where to go. It's Panels Comic Book Coffee Bar. But Derek, if they're not allowed to go outside, if it's the pandemic, but they still want their coffee and if they want their comic fix, where can they go?
You guys can go to leagueofcomicgeeks.com. I'm going to post that link in the chat for you guys. For those listening on the audio version, that's once again leagueofcomicgeeks.com. Guys, it's super user friendly. All you got to do is make a profile. You make your account. You choose your local store. You guys can also choose panels if you're living within the U.S. For example, I say this every week. I live in Washington, and their store is in California. They send me comics weekly, monthly. It's up to you, which is the best thing too. So you can get your issues quick. You can build them up. The site is super awesome. You can see trending titles, discussions going on. Very awesome, guys. Once again, leagueofcomicgeeks.com. If you want to get your comic fix, head on over there and get pulling, baby.
That's right, League of Comic Geeks and Panels Comic Book Coffee Bar. Guys,
Oh, yeah.
this is my favorite part of the show most of the time, but today it is not, because we're reviewing some shows later on. Actually, no, that's my favorite part of the show, is when we review stuff. All right, the news is just a cherry on top, and we're gonna start that cherry with a little pickle, and because Rick and Morty just dropped the trailer for season 5, and I'm,
Get swifty, baby.
when the last season of Rick and Morty came out, I was so excited. I needed more, right? And now
Right.
it's been long enough where I'm just like, oh, I'm excited, but I'm not that, like, I'm not on the edge of my seat. I can't wait for it to come out.
Oh.
But it looks amazing, and it looks amazing, right? I can't wait for it to come out, but I'm not like, is it there yet? Is there yet? But I'm excited. I can't wait.
I feel you, Harold. I feel like I'm exactly the same way. Like I'm hyped. I'm stoked that it's coming out. It's not like, man, please come out sooner. Just more Pickle Rick. I think it's because of the whole stigma of being too much of a Rick and Morty fan now.
Oh yeah, that doesn't help. That doesn't help.
So, but no, I'm excited for the show. It looks great, and just want Dan Harmon, especially since I'm rewatching Harmon Quest.
I need to rewatch that again, man. I still haven't watched season 3 yet. I need to get on that.
Oh, dude, you got to.
Yeah,
It's good.
it's so behind. It's so good, man.
Quest?
I hope they find some way to get a season 4 after the pandemic.
Oh, please.
Oh,
They
I
need to do a
know.
season 4, man.
Actually, that would be a good
Totally
time.
do it. Just do it on Zoom. They could totally do it.
Yeah.
Because they animate it anyway. I think,
Right,
I think
exactly.
the key part that's underappreciated with Harmon Quest is they do it in front of a live studio audience.
Yeah.
So they get those
Yeah,
genuine
That's
laughs.
true. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
That is true.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, so circling back, I'm also gonna rewatch Community sometime in the next few months. So I'm excited for Rick and Morty. It's gonna be out Sunday, June 20th. So it's still a bit of a ways away. So I think our current disposition of not being too hyped about it is perfect, because it is 2 months away.
oh yeah.
can't believe it's almost June, man. That's insane.
Oh my gosh. It's going by
I mean,
fast.
I'm sure after we watch the first episode, you'd be like, okay, yeah, let's back to waiting for it weekly and being hyped about it again.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. Till then, let's not be too eager.
Yeah. That last season was pretty good for us, though. We the three of us had some good discussion about what was going on, so I can't wait. Shout out to Vixen Queen in the chat. What's up, girlfriend?
Vixen, what's up, girl?
And thanks for giving her a shout out, Derek, when I missed that.
No worries.
In other trailer news, we got a lot of trailers today, guys, and I think none more important to our childhood than Space Jam 2. Derek, correct me if I'm wrong. They got, of course, they got someone else to play LeBron's wife because LeBron's wife isn't an actress. They got the girl from Star Trek Discovery to play his wife.
Also, Walking Dead.
Also
That's where I
Walking Dead.
mainly know her from. Yeah,
Okay.
I think she's on New Girl as well, I believe.
Oh, okay. And they got some other kid to play his kid. I don't think he has a kid this age. That's
Yeah,
a boy.
I feel like his son's a little older.
Yeah,
actually.
Bronny.
Yeah.
Bronny is I think
Yeah.
a college student, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, exactly. I would say it's a lot older.
So for someone in the public eye, it's kind of jarring to know,
Right.
like that's not his kid.
Right. Exactly, right.
I was kind of hoping it was all like legit, like that. Like I mean, like that, not that he's going to go play with Bugs Bunny, but that was his son and everything, you know.
Did that break the illusion for us?
No. It's just I thought it was the whole, like the pursuit of happiness with Will
Yeah.
Smith type of thing.
It would have been
Just play
cool,
with your
right?
son. I feel.
Yeah.
I think it would have just been that much better. But yeah, I think it's because he doesn't have a son that age that they had to cast someone. So, first of all, I want to go through the trailer a little bit. Unlike Rick and Morty, where we shouldn't take the trailer too seriously, this one probably did give a lot away. One of the funniest things I noticed was Don Cheadle.
Yeah.
You mean War Machine? I was kidding.
You mean Captain Planet?
But pretty much Captain Planet, right? Jesus.
Oh yeah. That college humor series was pretty messed up.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you mean? It was great. We have to be nice guys, and they'll turn us to trees. But
How
yeah,
the trees were shaking.
oh
Yeah,
God.
So, yeah, Don Cheadle's pretty funny. I like him better as not War Machine. Although I've grown to appreciate him as War Machine as James Rhodes. But seeing him outside, like when I saw him in Ocean's 11, I think it was the heist movie that he was in. I liked him there. Another thing that I noticed was LeBron James starts off as a cartoon in this one. Unlike Mike, who was human
Already
the whole
like
time.
live action. Yeah.
Yeah, it was live action the whole time. And then they go through this phase where they turn 3D. Wait, are they listing their... Is this him listing like his dream team?
Yeah, his dream team: the Iron Giant, King Kong, Gandalf, and Superman.
Oh, that's why you mentioned Gandalf earlier, because it's
Yeah.
WB.
I was trying to see what properties they own at that point.
Oh yeah, because if this was like Disney owned, they would have mentioned like Luke Skywalker or something.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
yeah, that makes sense.
Right.
Then when he was supposed to when they were choosing his planet, like he was at Hogwarts at first. So I was like, oh yeah, I think they own Hogwarts.
Oh my gosh. And then we actually
you're
get
right.
like the usual suspects. So do you guys think this is like an alternate universe where Mike never came in, or do you think this is still the same?
We gonna think that hard about this.
I gotta ask. I gotta ask. Growing up,
It is
with
true
this.
though. Like, you didn't get one line about, oh, here we go again or something, right?
Yeah.
Like in the trailer, which is kind of weird.
'Cause I was hoping. No, I think the main reason why I'm asking this is because I was like Derek mentioned, I was hoping for more like acknowledgments to the past, more throwbacks to the previous movie, which Juancho, you mentioned in the pre-show as well. Like, I was hoping for more acknowledgement of the older movies.
I mean,
Well, actually, no. They actually did mention it. This part right here, actually, right?
Oh, really?
When Tweety Bird says classic, because Michael Jordan did something similar. When he had the Tweety Birds around him. And so maybe that one line right there, I just remember that. I mean, their
Okay.
shirts also say Toon Squad, right? Like, you gotta, come on. If there's not a flashback or some reminiscing.
I love how
I mean-
Granny is a gymnast now.
Right,
That's pretty insane. And so this is directed by Ryan Coogler, the same guy who did Black Panther. So I have high hopes for this. And I think instead of I like that instead of the Monstars Part 2, we're getting the Goon Squad now. Juancho, I don't know if you're that up to date on basketball these days. Why is LeBron using his left hand? Okay. I don't know if you're up to date on basketball these days. So Derek, I'm surprised at the Goon Squad. We got Klay Thompson. We got the Brow, Anthony Davis, Dame Lillard.
You gotta add him in there because you had. I mean, that makes sense because in the original, right? You had I had Fisher. Fisher was there. You had
no, it was Muggsy Bogues, Sean Bradley,
Muggsy. That was Muggsy. Not
Patrick Ewing.
That's what I'm saying. So you gotta have iconic players also.
Wait, so the Earth, Wind, and Fire guys, they're actual basketball players.
Yes, those are actual basketball players. So I'm assuming they stole more talent like they did in the first.
Thank you, Kevin.
There, Charles Barkley as well. They had that weird awkward scene where Charles was talking to a baller girl. She's like, "You wait, Charles Barkley."
Yeah, he's like, I was talking to the doctor. I was like in my body, and then I wasn't. I love the therapy sessions. They were so funny.
Oh yeah, they go
those
to
were
the hospital. And they all hit
they're like all laying on the couch, you know.
Yeah, so I'm surprised I'm surprised at the talent choice, but at the same time it makes sense.
Right.
We only saw 4 Goon Squad members, though, the fourth one being Diana Taurasi from the WNBA.
I didn't catch that one.
Yeah. So I'm curious who the 5th one is. Is it his kid?
Jordan. Oh, that's true. It's his kid. It's
got to be the cheesy route.
I think his kid was actually on the bench with them at that one scene when his kid's kind of looking. He's next to the water dude, or it looked like he was next to the water dude. If you go back to it, I'm pretty sure I saw that water knee, and I was like, maybe he's like with the squad. There you go. Yeah, I caught that. But dude, yeah, I'm and the robot person's right next to him too. So
is that Don Cheadle in the back?
Oh yeah, like 3 seats down or something. Yeah.
Okay, he might be the
skinny Gru over there. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh no, the kid is wearing the jersey. The kid.
He is. See?
Oh, good catch.
Easter eggs right here. You guys heard it first. We were already breaking down the trailer. Right here. You got it.
Geekcast. Only people who decided to break down the trailer of Space Jam 2.
Dude.
So LeBron's gonna dunk on his kid and be like,
this
is why you should have gone to camp, son. Yeah.
You just got Oh man. But yeah, if Michael Jordan doesn't show up, I instantly don't like the movie. Yeah, he has to, man. We were saying off stream, chat. Like I said, he has to be the Bill Murray of this movie, right? They're losing, and he comes in and helps, and maybe throws like a nice comment. I like what Juancho said. What was it about the king? What'd you say?
Yeah. No, it's the return of the king, because they're also doing like Lord of the Rings references anyway.
Right, there you go.
Yeah, I think watching you like, let me show you who the real king is. I think
there you go. Yeah. I would like that.
Oh man, yeah,
it's gotta happen.
I want that, like that. I just want more references to the first one. They might be trying to separate themselves from it, but we'll see.
No, yeah, I want continuity in my Space Jam verse. Okay,
right? Because you might as well.
You
might as well have it.
Oh my God, they need to bring back Danny DeVito too. Right? Wasn't Danny DeVito the bad guy?
Was Danny DeVito the old one? What did he do?
He was the bad guy.
He was the boss of the Monstars.
Oh, okay.
That theme park where that little kid goes, "Don't bring me anymore here, all right?" Or something like that, right?
My God.
He gets so mad. Don't bring me here anymore, all right? I forgot. I totally remember Danny DeVito's there. Yeah, dude. Oh my God, he used to come back. He could be like he gets so mad. There's stories coming back now. For years, he's been contemplating the return.
Oh man.
But yeah.
And then Lola Bunny is gonna be voiced by Zendaya apparently. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to make a comment about how LeBron James has to turn into a cartoon and then he turns back into normal.
I hope there's a reason for that.
No, I figured it out. Like why? Because I'm pretty
okay.
sure it's way cheaper to animate LeBron James and make him actually do things.
Because the pandemic hit too. No, because the pandemic hit during filming probably. So they probably just got him in a studio, recorded his voice.
I like the acting struggle too. It could work.
Oh yeah, what you're saying is he wasn't good at acting, so it was cheaper to. Okay, that makes sense.
Because he probably would need like a ton of tapes and stuff, you know, and it's LeBron James, right? How much are you gonna pay him per day?
Oh, that's true. That is true, man.
There could be a financial reason.
He was in a
talent
movie
reason.
though. He was in a movie with Amy Schumer, right?
Yeah, Trainwreck with Bill Hader.
Trainwreck, yeah, he was in there. And he wasn't in there that much, was he? I can't remember, Harold.
No, he was in a couple
Like,
of
too
scenes
much.
as Bill Hader's
Yeah.
best friend. Like he'd show up and be like, "Hey, LeBron, you know, I'm really struggling with my friend, with my girlfriend here." And LeBron would be like, "You know what you gotta do, man? You just gotta," and he'd shoot a jump shot, be like, "Show her how you really feel." and then Bill Hader would try and one-on-one LeBron, and LeBron
Right.
would just like swat everything away.
That's right. Yeah, so that I think I agree with Juancho. Either the budget thing, acting thing, or maybe it's all in one.
Yeah. It might be a little bit of everything. Plus,
Yeah.
plus COVID hitting, and I'm pretty sure that interrupted shooting for a while.
Right.
So, yeah. It's interesting. But yeah, I'm glad we're getting a Space Jam too.
Right.
Derek, part of me is very glad that it's not Blake Griffin, because there was a rumor for a while that it was gonna be Blake Griffin. Although I'm sure he would have done okay. But you need a marquee name, right, for this movie, like
Be
Michael Jordan.
pretty iconic. Yeah, exactly.
You didn't get Charles Barkley in as the
I'm
lead
sure
of Space Jam.
they gotta make an appearance too, right? You gotta have him in there.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Oh, actually, yeah.
They do. Right? The original Monstars.
I'd love for Charles and Shaq to be on the commentating squad. Can you dig it?
Did you watch Hubie Halloween when Shaq had like a sexy girl voice? Oh, dude, it was so funny. That'd be kind of funny if they did that. It was like there's this like radio announcer. I don't want to spoil it too much. And it's the Adam Sandler movie, chat, by the way.
Oh, that makes sense.
There's like a
Makes total
sexy,
sense.
sassy girl on the radio, and she sounds like all sexy and velvety, right? And then you actually meet her, and it's Shaq. You're like, what? And he's like, oh yeah, that's my radio voice, baby. It was so weird, but it was funny. But it totally worked. I was like, okay,
That
sure.
is super weird.
And his wife had like his voice, so yeah, it was weird. Yeah, it was weird, but it was kind of funny.
Okay, we'll circle back to one more trailer in a bit, but I do want to talk about Disney announcing the supposedly final dates for Disney Plus.
Please,
for a lot of
final
movies
dates.
this year.
Yeah.
Right? A lot of movies this year. So the big one is Black Widow getting pushed back again. So Black Widow is supposed to come out next month, May, but it's been pushed back 2 months to July 2021, and supposedly this is the final date because. Let me zoom out a little bit, because it's also coming to theaters with Disney Plus Premier Access. So it'll be out in theaters, but at the same time, you're gonna have to watch it on Disney Plus for an additional fee. Which is kind of what they did with Mulan. We were speculating this, right? If the pandemic continues, they're testing out the waters on how many people will actually pay to see a movie like Black Widow on Disney Plus. And I think a Marvel movie would be way more worth it than whatever we ended up getting with Mulan.
Anything would have been more worth it than whatever we got with Mulan.
Yeah, that was
Soul was kind of worth it, right? Soul was good.
Oh yeah, dude.
Soul was good.
Yeah.
Soul was good.
Definitely.
I mean, for me, what helped Soul was it came with Disney Plus. You didn't have to pay extra, but I think it would have been worth it.
Yeah.
I just don't know why they're pushing. The thing is that's weird to me is why they keep pushing, like specifically Black Widow so much.
They could have just released it in the original
Right,
date
like,
with the
I
same.
Right, like Winter Soldier and like Wanted, they just got pushed like once, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that was it. But like this has been pushed back a lot, like almost 2 years, dude.
Yeah, I think this one is because they were like, okay, let's release it when it's probably safer in the theaters because people have their vaccines. Like they're really trying to get more money from the theaters because they've spent so much in this.
It's gonna be cool. Like Taskmaster. It's gonna be awesome.
I know, man.
This is the first. This is the first MCU movie we've gotten.
Yeah,
right.
Pandemic after a while. Yeah.
So, yeah, and they know that those are the money movies, and they just it's definitely it's
no matter when they release it, we're gonna watch it. I guess it makes sense, and I get it. As scummy as it is, I get it because one, we're gonna watch it regardless, and two, it's already been made, so they know it's in the wings. The thing that gets me is it's already been made. It's not like a video game that needs more time and will actually improve the later they release it. So that's kind of what irks me about this.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you guys feel the same way, right? Like it's done. Just give it to us. And
and there's a lot of stuff coming too.
Yeah,
for,
it's
one still. So like
it's definitely oh, sorry. Go ahead, Eric.
No, I was gonna say it's gonna be weird because like like I was saying, Loki, as of right now is scheduled for June also. So, I just think usually Marvel doesn't do that. They don't have overlapping things going on. I mean, I don't know it's a TV show, but obviously you're gonna be like, well, you're gonna pick one that you think is better.
Yeah.
You're like, oh well, I think Loki's better than Black Widow right now, right? So it's kind of causes that, I guess, discussion. But yeah, I mean, maybe there's something like the only thing I could think of was the reason why they were pushing it is has some correlation with the shows. But
I don't think so.
No,
right,
no, man,
exactly.
because it was supposed to come out already.
Much, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Getting pushed that much, I don't think so anymore. So
Yeah.
No, it's definitely a money reason, and just it'd be a different thing if you heard about like some reshoots that they were doing just to make maybe add some stuff or make the show better.
Right.
But there's no news of reshoots. It's purely just a studio decision. So what are you gonna do? Disney overlords, Mickey Mouse need his bucks. So
yeah, I love how you trailed there,
man.
I think they just gotta let it out. But I'm glad we're getting it. Supposedly this is the final release date. We also have now an official trailer. They've released like 17 trailers for this, and we got the official trailer that shows more of the Taskmaster. I think they're just really trying to stall.
Have you guys seen the trailer?
This is the first time I'm seeing it on screen now.
Yeah, so it was kind of underwhelming to me, the trailer. Like, it didn't feel Marvel. Like,
they're trying. They're stretching it out without telling too much, which they would have done, which they did with the other trailers, and now they're still like trying to inject new scenes without telling us more. And it's getting old. It's getting old, man.
Yeah.
Oh well.
I mean, Taskmaster is so important too. Like, I mean, in comics, right? He's such an occurring villain, so I'm excited to see because obviously this is prequel, right? Like time wise, so I'm excited to see. Yeah, so that'd be kind of cool if he shows up maybe in future shows that come after Black Widow or something. That'd be kind of cool.
Well, what if he was an Endgame? We just didn't recognize him.
Oh, but you know what just hit me, guys? What just hit me is we'll be seeing how people are dealing through. Wait, no, is this before Infinity War?
This is like before everything, right?
I've lost track already.
Is it?
I think this
it'd be nice if it was in
Avengers.
between.
Yeah, because I was gonna say if it's in between, we get to see the world mid blip. Can someone check? Someone correct me in chat? I've lost track of this already.
I thought this was like pre-Avengers 1.
Oh, it's before. It's before Infinity. Okay. Thank you.
That would make sense because don't you track time by her hair because she was blonde?
Well, not even that.
You see that?
Her training sequence, and that was before she joined up with Iron Man, right? So
Yeah, she didn't go blonde yet.
That was pre-Iron Man or pre-Avengers 1 even, so that's a long time.
That's right.
So, like Captain Marvel kind of par.
Yeah. Sam sent us the final revision 3B PSD in the chat, and Francis with his big 30th.
There he is.
Oh, hey Francis, we were waiting for you.
We were
He probably
waiting
just woke
for you,
up,
buddy.
man. He's been monster hunting like crazy.
Oh yeah, dude, they were up till
Probably
4
just woke
a.m. They were up till 4 a.m. in Manila.
Dang.
Oh my gosh. It was Sorbetta's, Francis, a bunch of the QS fam, Justin Christie, David Van Hoven, all those guys. Good stuff.
Yeah. I've seen. Yeah, the chat is blowing up.
They sent a clip. They sent a clip in the Discord that I'm gonna watch during the post show. That Francis linked at around 7 in the morning earlier, so I guess he stayed up another extra 3 hours. Insane, buddy. I'm so glad Francis is here. Francis, let us know what you think about all this stuff. So, just finishing things up. So we got these release dates real quick. We got Cruella, May 28th, with starring La La Land. What's her name? It looks like your Photoshop.
Emma Stone.
Emma Stone. Thank you. I loved her with Ryan Gosling in Not in La La Land, but what's the other
She's
one?
my top 3, so you know I got.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Well, you know, funny on my top 3s are Emma's.
Watson and
That's like,
Emma Stone,
I'm gonna
Emma
guess
Watson. Well,
Wait.
Emma Lee Blunt. Close enough.
That doesn't count. That doesn't count.
Come on, it's Emma Lee.
You could have said they're all M's, but okay, ENs. Okay.
Okay, they're all
Luca.
M's.
Luca, June 18, 2021. What's Luca? Does anyone remember what Luca is?
I don't know what that is. Luke.
I think that's
It's a Pixar movie. It's
Yeah,
not.
I thought it was music based. I thought it was. Oh no, it's not. Never mind.
It's a Pixar movie about
The beach.
Italian town.
Yeah, Riviera.
Oh, this one. Okay, yeah. I like the architecture here. It does
Gelato,
remind me
pasta.
of.
Sign me up.
It reminds me of two things. It reminds me of that one scene in Aquaman where him and Amber Heard fought Black Manta.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
And they did the whole Fast and the Furious thing where they just barged through every house and destroyed it. They destroyed that little town. And then two, it reminds me of Mamma Mia 2. Here we go again. Yeah, it looks okay. It looks cool. I don't think it's a big thing on my list. It's definitely lower in hype than Soul. What else is on the list? Black Widow, of course, July 9. Free Guy. This one I'm interested in. Free Guy, August 13. This is also pushed back over a year already, with Ryan Reynolds playing an NPC in a video game, in an MMO like video game, and you know, getting kind of consciousness. So being self-aware.
Oh.
I like that, and I'm excited for that. Shang-Chi, September 3. That's another big one
Yeah,
for
I
us.
can't wait
It's a
for that,
Marvel
man.
movie.
Especially what Lachelle was saying, right? That Jimmy's kind of involved in that universe, right? Was she saying that that one show? Or I thought
Who's
she did.
involved? Sorry, who's involved?
Jimmy Woo.
Oh, Jimmy Woo.
She's saying she was like he's pretty involved with Shang-Chi. Like she said, I thought I briefly remember her mentioning how he's actually like a lot more fit in the comics, but because he's like kind of good friends with Shang-Chi, I was like that'd be kind of cool if he shows up in there.
It's because Jimmy Woo is actually an agent of Atlas, which is one of the first teams that kind of got Shang-Chi. So yeah, if he shows up, dude, that'd be so good. I mean, he's got to, right? It's the first Asian movie. I think he's got to be there. I think he's got to be there.
Dude. Hell yeah, man.
Asian-led Marvel superhero movie. I like that. The King's Man, which is the Kingsman prequel. Not as hyped about that, but it's Ralph Fiennes, right? Is he the King's Man?
Yes, I think so.
Let me check that out real quick.
I think
It
aside from that
is-
too, like the shows we have.
It's Liam Neeson. Sorry, it's Liam Neeson.
Oh, Liam Neeson. That's right. It's Liam Neeson.
I get them confused sometimes. Deep Water. I have no idea what that one is. And then Death on the Nile. Those are all 2022 though. Those last two were 2022.
Dude. So I searched Deep Water because
Spider-Man
I didn't know what that is
Yeah.
either, and I was trying to find it, and I'm like, oh, Deep Water 2021. Maybe it's this one. Erotic thriller / psychological thriller. Maybe not.
Maybe not. Maybe. Maybe not.
Maybe Disney. Maybe
not.
question mark.
I mean, for more Marvel stuff too, guys. There's a lot of shows still coming out.
Yes.
Also, like Hawkeye, Miss Marvel. I'm excited to see that. Spider-Man. These are all towards the end of the year, though. Most of these, like Spider-Man's release, are scheduled right now.
Yeah.
For December 17th. Eternals on November. So that's gonna be
Ooh.
the What If series too. The What If.
Oh, is
the
that this year?
animated series.
Is What If this year?
Yeah. It's supposed. Well, it says summer 2021. So let's see.
Is that updated?
I believe so. This is on IGN. So.
Okay.
I would hope so. Yeah, because I mean they have the updated Shang-Chi on here for September 3rd. So
Okay.
I'm praying, man. If all this Marvel stuff comes out, goddamn, it's a lot. Thankfully, it's been a while, man, and it's so good having like WandaVision and Soldier right now to keep us going.
Yeah, definitely. It's really interesting to see. I know they also announced the Obi-Wan cast list.
Yes.
Did you guys get to see that?
I did.
Let me look for
Dude,
it. I know it's on
freaking
Disney.
Han's in there. I was like, wait, what is Han gonna play? Han from Fast and Furious. The
Oh,
actor. I don't know his
yeah.
actor name, but,
What's his name? Sung
yeah,
Kang.
but yes, I was like, oh, I wonder what he's gonna play.
Here.
There
Ian
we go,
McGregor,
there we go.
Hayden Christensen, Moses Ingram, Joel Edgerton from He played Moses, I think, or Pharaoh, at one point. I like this guy in his MMA movie with Tom Hardy. I think it was called Warrior.
Warrior.
Really
Yeah,
good for me. Kumail Nanjiani is showing up. Kumail Nanjiani's everywhere these days.
I know, right? I remember he was in that Uber kind of movie, right? With
Yeah, Stuber. With Batista.
Yeah, with Batista. That's right.
Dude, I just watched his episode in Harmon Quest, like just very recently.
It was interesting. I'm not gonna lie. He's got that kind of humor. He's got that little dirty humor. Yeah, it's got Sun Kang. It's got Ice Cube's kid, O'Shea Jackson Jr.
Indira from Game of Thrones. She was the wife of Oberyn.
Yeah, Indira Varma.
Yeah.
I don't recognize the other names, but it's interesting. I wonder I really wonder where this is gonna go.
They're all gonna be aliens, and we won't be able to recognize them anyway. So
that's true.
as long as we get the one I care about the most is just Hayden Christensen
as
Ewan
back, dude.
That's
I'm
it.
glad.
That's it. That's all we
I'm
need.
glad.
You better. I want to hear "I Hate Sand" one time. I was like, I hate sand. But it's kind of strange to me though, right? Usually Star Wars gets a fresh cast. We got some kind of like lately, especially since Mando too, right? A lot of more popular people at least, right? Like, at least you recognize. Yeah. I noticed that with the shows, it's kind of been like, oh, I know who that is. Like, oh, okay, right?
Because the last time they got a fresh cast, it didn't work out too well.
Ooh.
Hey, do not dog on Adam Driver, okay? Kylo Ren was the best.
Hey,
but I guess Adam Driver is technically, he's been in a lot of movies before.
I will defend this until I die. Daisy Ridley was the perfect choice, but the writing for her character was
just the writing.
Dude, she got jacked for that role. I mean, she didn't get jacked like Natalie Portman did. Have you guys seen Natalie Portman's arms recently?
Oh, I haven't.
No, wait, what? Did we not talk about that?
No, this is the first I'm hearing of this.
Wait, let me bring it up.
Finally protect Anakin for real now?
Oh, because she's Thor. She's Thor.
That's right.
Check this out. Bam. I'm sorry for the audio-only listeners, but bam.
Whoa,
dude. Wait, what?
Natalie Portman got jacked for this role.
Do you lift, bro? Jesus Christ, dude.
Dude, right?
Wow. Hell.
Yeah, wow. She's gonna... Wow.
Jack
Swan.
Ion and Francis in the chat is a deadly combo.
Swan. Jesus Christ, dude. Oh god,
Natalie Protein.
All right, come on. Someone gotta get a Padme one in here.
Oh man.
Oh Jesus.
Padme arm.
Padme.
Oh my god.
Oh man,
dude,
that's amazing.
She's got license to bear those arms. Ion also said.
That's insane.
Ion also said that Sun Kang needs to drift a speeder on Tatooine. I would love to see a speeder drift race with Sun Kang.
God damn it.
Dude, his Juancho, I don't know if you know this, but his Fast and the Furious character's name is Han Solo.
Oh my god. Get out of here.
Is it real?
-08.
Is that really his name?
Google it now. His name is Han Solo.
Wow.
It is.
Wow. Okay. If they bring back pod racing, I'm gonna love this series.
Oh my god, dude. This is gonna be like a freaking pod heist, bro. They're gonna have to like steal something. They're gonna steal spices, bro.
They're gonna steal spices.
Spice Run introduced. Oh god.
If you're gonna make Obi-Wan's story interesting in between,
confirmed,
he's got to be involved in some stuff, right? It can't just be him watching over Luke the whole time.
He's gonna come in and enter his line. Hello there, right?
Hello
what are you guys doing? Yeah, hello there.
Do you guys think since the Jedi are hiding, will we see a lightsaber in this?
Yeah. I mean,
I think so.
Hayden Christensen's playing it, so there's probably flashbacks, right?
Obi-Wan too, right? Obi-Wan.
Okay, let me rephrase. Do we think we'll see lightsabers present day, like not in the flashback?
Oh, like in Tatooine and stuff.
I think
Yeah.
so, dude.
You think?
In the comics, he fought off so many people. If this is
Okay.
between like him fending off things against Luke, oh yeah, dude.
Yeah,
I hope so. I mean, I think they did he mention in 4 that him and Vader fought a couple of times, like beforehand too, like as Vader. I mean, before
I don't
his
think
actual
so.
demise.
No,
Oh, he didn't. Okay.
Because when
I
they
can't
when they
remember if
faced
he
off,
said it before.
Because when they faced off in the Death Star, he said, "When we last met, I was but the apprentice."
You're
Yeah.
right. You're right.
So
yeah,
this might, if they see each other present day, it might be a retcon.
I just want to see Vader fight stuff. I just want to see Anakin just.
I mean,
Vader just.
Obi-Wan has fought people like in comics and in
Yeah.
Legends. He fought people to defend Luke.
Yeah,
Even
a lot.
in current universe, he fought Maul and he was carrying on his lightsaber in
Yep.
Tatooine. So
Oh my god, that fight was so good.
Dude, Ion is killing me in chat. Fast, far, far away.
Dude, the one before that, before we even switched topics, she got biceps as wide as the Bifrost. God damn, I lost it on that one, dude.
Dude, and he's got another one. Sung Kang was racing him for pinks. A pink slip to his speeder bike. No.
For Binks. For Jar Jar Binks.
For binks. Racing him for binks.
Raging him for Binks.
Oh, dude, that's so good. That's so good.
Hey.
Okay. Gotta calm
Oh,
down.
man.
This is so good.
But yeah, so just back to the series. I know the number one thing that we're gonna get out of this Obi-Wan series is I just can't wait for more memes. The prequel memes were top notch.
Oh god, they
that's
were,
true.
man.
That's
They
true.
were.
They were top notch. Do you have any?
They
Besides Ben Swolo, do we have anything from the news trilogy right now? But
Yeah.
any clip off the prequels is
The
a meme.
chiropractor
We
one
need
was
to
pretty
do that.
good.
Chiropractor, that was pretty good.
That was pretty good. Where
That was pretty good.
where he's got like Ray in that like
Oh, yeah.
position.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, okay. I do hope that this turns out well because of how the Mandalorian has handled
was,
lore.
yeah.
So I can't wait to see where this goes. When are we getting this? There's no date yet, I think. So
I think it's like, yeah,
because production's only starting.
probably next year.
Yeah, probably next
Hopefully
year.
next year.
Man.
Well, next year we have Mando season 3.
Ooh.
Excuse me. Right? Wasn't that next
Yeah.
December? I believe. So-
December is Book of Fett, and then right after that, from my understanding, but I don't know. We'll have to confirm that later on.
I can't remember. I remember they had so many. There's a lot of Star Wars stuff they had in that list. So it's like, oh, I don't know. But
Yeah.
either way, good year for Disney
Yeah.
and Marvel.
And if you guys have Disney Plus right now, Disney Plus is streaming a lot of the vintage Star Wars collection from Star Wars Ewoks, and all that good stuff. So check it out. It's all under like one playlist that you can binge throughout the weekend if you want. In DC news, guys, we've got casting for Black Adam. We got some rumors and some actual confirmation. So confirmation, Aldous Hodge from Leverage fame. I was talking to the guys about this. Leverage was a show that ran up until I think the early 2010s, like I think until 2012. I like this guy. He's really clever. It was like a heist TV show, and this dude is jacked, so he's gonna be playing Hawkman. But I think one of the bigger pieces of news that isn't confirmed, it's more of a rumor, that someone already drew up concept art for, is Pierce Brosnan could potentially play Dr. Fate, and that was pretty cool for me.
Yeah. He likes his magic shaken, not stirred. That's a pretty cool concept art.
Yeah.
Man. Dr. Fate's cool too, man. Like, I remember, I think I got first introduced to him when we watched Young Justice, dude.
Oh yeah.
Damn, man.
Would you guys have an alternate casting in mind for Dr. Fate if it wasn't Pierce Brosnan?
I honestly wouldn't mind anyone just because he'd be under the helmet entirely.
Just have Benedict, yeah. Just have Benedict Cumberbatch do it. Screw it. Why not?
Ooh.
Just someone with a good voice. Someone with a
Another
good voice.
doctor.
Yeah.
Doctor
Yeah.
Strange and Dr. Fate played by the same guy.
Dude, oh my god. Did you guys, I don't know if you guys saw, speaking of Pierce Brosnan, that Jackie Chan movie that came out.
The one with
recently.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I don't know if he was in there, but dude, basically, so Pierce Brosnan was playing an Irishman, and his accent was so forced that it was so bad.
Isn't he?
So, I think he is, but I don't think he the actual accent. It was so forced. Like, I want to drink coffee. Like, it was, dude. It was almost not as bad. Actually, it was worse than Wanda's. Like, it was
because he is Irish. I'm confirming it now. So is it? Well, I mean, he became American in the 2000s. So is it like if we did like a Filipino accent? Did it sound like it was mocking the Irish accent?
Not really. Like, you could tell he was trying to do it, but it was you're like, okay, it's kind of okay, sure.
Okay.
But
okay.
yeah, I just remember watching it. I mean, people in the theater are even like cringe, like, this is kind of weird.
Ooh, dude, Mark Strong as Dr. Faith? That'd be pretty good. Iron Hammerstein
I can see that.
saying-
I can see that.
Dude, Iron Hammerstein was saying would have been too much, but I think that's
Oh my god.
seeing him in Kingsman was so good.
Guys.
He was a bad guy in Shazam.
Yeah, he was Doctor. What's his name?
The guy.
Doctor.
Yeah.
Why aren't we thinking of Ian McKellen? I don't know why. Well,
Ian
Gandalf
McKellen.
voice, You shall.
Nah, I can't be Ian McKellen to me.
I don't know. I don't know. I think he could do it.
Dr. Fate is like a strict
he's
wizard.
So used,
Ian
he's used to
McKellen's
wearing a
chill
helmet, man.
wizard.
Magneto. He's used to it. I mean, he's a good Magneto voice. Halfway there, he's floating with a mask and just.
That's true. That's true.
Or
I don't know who he was in Shazam. I kept typing Captain Marvel.
There's somebody that.
Dr. Savannah there. Jeez.
Yeah,
not memorable.
Dr. Savannah.
That's not memorable.
That's like older.
That's not a memorable name.
Dude. Patrick. God. I think could do it. Star Trek. God, I can't. The name is escaping me.
Patrick Stewart.
Patrick Stewart?
I mean, he's kind of skinny for it, but I feel like the voice, the voice would be perfect, right?
Yeah, the voice.
Oh, that could be the Dr. Fate voice. Because right,
Yeah.
Dr. Fate, the helmet goes on. It's like a different voice.
I can see that.
Right?
It's like a double. Sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, just because we're doing this, I'd say like, why not get Paul Bettany?
Oh, damn.
He already looks good in the skin tight.
Vision.
Sound
That's
right?
true.
Good too.
Yeah. Okay. Speaking of skin tight suits and people who are cut out of movies, we got a quick look at what the Green Lantern from Zack Snyder's Snyderverse would have looked like, with concept art from Jojo Aguilar on Twitter. He's saying this was the best experience in my career working with Zack Snyder. So he's talking about all the concept art he did. So he did John Jones, Martian Manhunter. He did the Joker as well. And he also did one for Granny Goodness.
Granny Goodness.
So this is what we would have gotten if we did end up. So I guess it would have been Jon Stewart.
Yeah.
Jojo Aguilar goes on and says, "I've worked a long time, and by far, he was the most professional, most personable, and coolest." And he's thanking the person that introduced them. So, of course, everything nowadays related to Warner Brothers ends with a hashtag Restore the Snyderverse. So this is a pretty cool rendition. It doesn't deviate too far from the winning formula of what a Green Lantern should look like. You don't get the glowy green that Ryan Reynolds' suit had all over. It's isolated to the crest, which I really like. And it's really hard to mess up the Green Lantern outfit, and I don't know how they messed it up in Ryan Reynolds' version. But yeah, this one looks really cool.
This movie was supposed to be like Green Lantern, like the core, right? It wasn't supposed to be like a single movie. That would have been cool. I would have.
He was Zack Snyder was fighting for.
Ryan Reynolds to do again, wasn't he? Also.
No. He was but he was fighting for a Green Lantern to be in the movie, but I think the studio pushed back really hard.
Yeah.
That's so interesting.
But we're still getting the buddy cop Green Lantern on HBO Max supposedly, so that's still in the wings. So I'm guessing it'll be like a Hal and Jon Stewart kind of thing. That's gonna be exciting. This still could happen. We don't know. None of the upcoming stuff is likely gonna be in the same strict Snyderverse. It's like going to be in the same DCEU as Shazam kind of had going. And then Einhammer in the chat is asking, oh, sorry. He's saying the same thing. Is Black Adam going to be in Snyderverse? No, it's not going to be in the Snyderverse, apparently. So, yeah.
Sadly.
Yeah.
Dude, in the concept art, though, did the For Granny Goodness... did anyone else get Ellen vibes? Just out of curiosity.
Ellen?
No. It kind of just it's kind of how I imagine Ellen now.
No. This screams Dame Judi Dench, man.
Yeah, she was there for a little bit in the movie. Just
Yeah,
a little,
she was.
Snippet.
Oh, yeah.
Granny Goodness was there. But yeah, so that's really interesting. And I think, guys, we're gonna wrap the news up with our Bad Batch announcement. Since we were talking about Disney earlier, we kind of glossed over the Bad Batch, and just like in their debut in the Clone Wars, I thought I was gonna be underwhelmed, and just like their appearances in the Clone Wars, the more I saw them, the more I liked it. So it's the same thing with this trailer. I was like, I don't really feel like watching the Bad Batch trailer right now. And then when I finally watched it, I was like, okay. And the more I watched it, I was like, okay. And the more I watched it, I was like, okay. So, there's something about the Bad Batch that should be boring, but it's actually really good.
Yeah, think about it. You wouldn't think it's it's not like think as a whole, it's not a really exciting thing to get into. It's like it's like a little side spin-off. Maybe I think if they the what's what I'm trying to say here, the error they could make is trying to prolong this. I feel like one season should be good.
You think?
That's just me though. That's just me. I feel like depending on how long the season is, like 20 episodes, I think that'd be good.
I feel like this would go beyond Order 66 and have them potentially crossing into Rebels territory.
No, yeah. So
it's confirmed. It's Empire right now.
Oh, is this the Empire?
Yeah, that's the Empire. And this is like, that's why I really like, I'm hyped for this show. Like my take on it was the people, like the Bad Batch, I'm not 100% sold on the Bad Batch. Like I'd be more into it if it was like Rex and crew. But then it's still getting like what happened to the clones in between the end of the end of Revenge of the Sith to New Hope. That's a blank slate still, and like getting the clone perspective of what happens. I'm hyped for that. It's a great setting. I'm just not 100% sold on the Bad Batch. So still, like this is the setting I want. This is great. That's what I took from the trailer, though. I don't know if you guys. Yeah, no,
that makes total sense. That makes total sense. I think they also have to stop just jerking around and show us Vader hunting down Jedi, because that's still one of the biggest.
I really want to watch that. It's so bad. Yeah, there's so much good.
They specifically say the Clone Wars is over.
They do say that.
You're right. So yeah, like I think this is going to be good. I think it's going to be one of those sleeper hits. Like or not really a hit, but one of those sleeper like, okay, this is actually a really good time.
No, I mean, it's gonna be like Rebels for me. Like I didn't think I was gonna like Rebels, and who needs Rebels, but then it ended up being so important to Star Wars lore for me.
Yes.
And I think that this is gonna be the exact same, especially since it's the same maker, same studio, and everything. So
and Fennec's in there too, dude.
Filoni. Yeah, Fennec's in there.
Yeah, Fennec. Little clips of Fennec. That's cool.
Yeah, and definitely gonna be voiced by Ming-Na Wen. So
hopefully maybe they're hinting some more possible cameos. That'd be kind of cool.
Oh, some old Bad Batch dudes it's all just gonna be freaking Temuera Morrison in different makeup.
Right. I mean, I'm not surprised. We'll see what they pull out here. I'm excited to watch it though. Yeah, but
definitely
it's gonna be good.
Gentlemen, it's time for our main event.
Ding 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 ding.
Let's talk movies. Juancho, specifically the one you've seen. I think it's time we talk about a little Godzilla. Wait, no, not this one. Where is that?
Monkey versus lizard.
Now, before we go into this, I wanted to know, who did you guys want to win before the movie you watched?
Yes, that was actually another question.
Which corner were you all in? I was in Godzilla side.
I was in Godzilla. Mm-hmm. It only made sense.
Definitely. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about Godzilla versus King Kong right now. Courtesy of this meme that Derek found on the internet.
So good, dude.
It's, for those listening to the audio version of this, it's the 1962 Godzilla vs. King Kong movie where King Kong jams a tree into Godzilla's jaw, and it's obviously rubber because it's just flailing around everywhere. Versus a 2021 movie where Kong jabs his ancestor's axe.
Thor's hammer.
His Stormbreaker into
Stormbreaker. Yeah.
into Godzilla's mouth. It's really good. So yes, guys, we're gonna talk about Godzilla versus King Kong right now. If you haven't seen it yet, avert your ears, close your eyes, and just lurk for the meantime, because later on we're gonna be tackling Falcon, Winter Soldier, and Invincible. So the Amazon hit show Invincible. But right now we're starting with Godzilla versus King Kong.
Gojira.
So was that Derek?
No, I said Gojira.
Gojira.
I love how they added in, at least, you know, it's in there almost every movie.
Yeah.
Right? They say it at least. Good.
They had the Spaniard dude, the Apex head, say it in this movie, right?
Yeah. Oh, no. I thought in this one, I thought it was I'm assuming it's a Japanese gentleman that said it. He says Gojira, like, I can't remember what
I guess they both said it, because I saw the Spanish dude say it.
I honestly don't remember.
Yeah. I think he was mentioning, like, will Gojira, like, follow us if we do this or something like that, or...
Okay.
But at least they said it. That's the important thing.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
All right, let's do it. Let's talk about Godzilla. First of all, yeah, you know what? I'm not going to nitpick yet. We'll save it for them, because this is overall a fun experience, is what I'm going to say to kick things off. I wasn't expecting much, which is kind of how you enter these types of movies these days. And I'm going to try and skip the actually good part. I keep hitting the humans. Why are there so many human scenes?
All the human scenes still. There we go.
Oh my god. It's all okay. That's one thing I appreciated about this movie. Is unlike the first of this series in terms of Godzilla movies, we actually got a lot more monster action in this one. We didn't even get this much monster action in the King of the Monsters Godzilla movie.
I'd debate heavy against that, dude.
There was a
King
lot of
was
monsters.
Like all monster fighting.
Yeah.
Almost the whole movie.
Dude,
I actually rewatched it last month.
Don't you remember how much we actually saw the humans talking about, oh, they're heading to South America to like, it was a lot of them talking about where they were going versus them actually fighting. Then we'd cut to there and they'd already be mid-action.
But I like the fact that you had Godzilla fought Ghidorah, and then after that, Ghidorah goes to Rodan, and then Godzilla goes fights Ghidorah again and loses, and then goes back and fights in the city. I felt like that was a really long.
And then we opened with Mothra.
Yeah, we literally, I mean, I thought...
There was a lot of monsters.
I thought King was like... I still think King is the best out of all the three, but this one was really good still. But I mean, definitely too much human scenes. Mm-hmm. That's for damn sure.
I think we can all just agree that we're still getting too many human scenes. Still too many. I didn't need to see the New Zealand kid from Deadpool 2 featured that much.
Right.
It would have been okay if he was there a few times, but it was too much. He's not the worst actor in the world, but come on. I'm here to
Corny
see Godzilla.
lines too, man. Oh man.
Yeah, we didn't need at all a Stranger Things subplot. Like.
Yeah. All right. So, going back to the question, who did we want to win in the actual titular Godzilla versus King Kong? Juancho, Derek, and I agree that it should have been Godzilla, which he ended up he did end up winning. The thing is, Kong stole the show for me. I don't know. I want to ask you guys.
Oh, no, I agree.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he was they made him the protagonist. The movie literally opens with him taking a shower, and you just immediately, oh, he's so human-like. You just relate, unless you don't take showers, I guess.
Yeah, wake up with a butt scratch, but we all do that. Come on.
So he was obviously the hero of the movie.
Yeah,
and
they did a good job of doing it right. It didn't feel forced. It didn't feel like they were jamming Kong down our throat when we were like, just give us more Godzilla. No, they, like Juancho said, it was very relatable to see Godzilla and see him interact with not just the humans, because that wasn't that interesting, with his environment. I think it was the more important thing.
Right.
The showering was great because that made it be like, oh yeah, we all do that, like Juancho said and Derek said. Seeing him get into the Earth's core and having that focus on him, I think could have been fleshed out more, but it was interesting. It actually made you care, like, why does he want to go here? Why is this so interesting for him?
Dude, even like, you know, after he lost the first fight with Godzilla and you're like, they brought him to this wasteland, it's like the Antarctica, and he looks depressed, and you're just like, I feel you, bro.
Right?
The loss. Where am I now? I said I was going home, but it's cold.
This is cold.
Like, I want to eat.
Yeah, right?
You know, I feel you. I'd be sad too.
They basically drugged Godzilla and shipped him off somewhere.
King Kong,
right? Yeah,
It's
seriously.
like the same thing they did.
Yeah, look at it. He's like, damn, what? I just want to go home, guys.
Yeah. Right, it's what they did in the Jack Black version, where they drugged him and then shipped him off to New York.
Yep.
Like, they could be altruistic all they want and say it was for his own good, and he wouldn't have survived elsewhere. But like in the end, this was a very selfish thing to do, because we end with Godzilla in Hong Kong and King Kong in Hong Kong, and we really don't know where he's gonna go. Like, what's he gonna do now?
Yeah.
Right. Like they achieved their point. And then now Kong's just displaced.
And chat, just for the record, if someone's watching and you just listen to us, just you said it before stream too, like when you watch this movie, just throw everything out the window that would possibly make sense, or like just everything makes sense in this movie. Okay, there's a lot of things that are just like
turn off your mind. You know?
Yeah, turn off your mind. You're there for the monsters. That's what you're
just watch the monsters fight. Yes. Like. But unlike what Harold said a while ago, he went into this with no expectation, because I love King of the Monsters. Mothra was there and everything, so I came in here with all expectation, and I wasn't disappointed. I liked the movie. So I mean, as long as you get big monsters doing big fights and you have a third monster, at least a third monster, I'm good.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. And we got a couple of side monsters, right? Like these flying snakes.
The flying snake things
in the Earth's core. I like.
I don't know about you guys, but this scene right here is what made me click. I'm like, if he loses to Godzilla, when he almost died to this lizard thing, like the humans had to shoot it off to save it, right? Yep. I was like, okay, if he beats Godzilla, I'm a little upset, because like, come on, that little flying thing almost bested you, and Godzilla's like. Godzilla,
yeah, and he needed the axe, right? He couldn't do it mano a mano, which is fine. I totally get it.
He did the axe.
Yeah, again, overall, this is such a good popcorn flick. What do you guys want to do our rating scale before we go into just slightly more depth and tackle the other stuff?
I'd rate the Godzilla movies, I guess. So.
No, I mean, like, should we do this at a Kong teeth, at a battle axis? Like how many
Apex facilities?
Apex facilities wrecked.
Apex facilities.
Oh man, that's tough.
I'll get how about out of 10 podcast episodes? Because
oh yeah, that's true.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
There you go. That just makes sense. Yeah.
Oh man, because like honestly, this was such a good popcorn flick, right? We'll get into more detail, but I do want to give our rating first before we tackle that. So what would you guys give this?
I'd give it an 8, mind off, 4, mind on.
8 mind off. Okay. 8 out of 10
off.
podcasts.
4 mind on.
Okay. I'm not gonna do my mind on, because that's not the point of this movie. Okay. I mean, 8 out of 10 podcast episodes for Juancho. How about you, Derek?
I think I'm gonna do 8 too. I love the fight scenes. Like, man, I'm just a huge fan of. I mean, both of them. I love King Kong movies too, man. So it was really cool to see them fight. I mean, I do wish it was longer. I wish the fight was longer. I felt like it was pretty. Like,
it was really
not
quick.
as long as I thought. Yeah. I thought it wasn't as long as it should be, but it still was good. Like I said, I enjoyed it. Yeah, regardless of the mind off rating, I would probably give really low too. But yeah, I mean, at the end I was like, okay, here we go. I remember saying that exactly. I'm like, thank God, let's fight. and it was good. I was happy with it, and the team up was nice. Eight, solid 8 for me.
I would also give it an 8 out of 10 because there are going to be those scenes that just pull you out and be like, "Wow, how would that happen? How would you didn't?" Okay, but yeah.
No, that's why mine off.
That's why mine off. Because you just go back into enjoying it right away. This movie is so enjoyable just to see like big monsters fight. It's that playground discussion you had growing up, or some people still have growing up. That water cooler discussion of like, if Kong and Mothra were gonna team up versus Godzilla, I think they'd have the advantage. It's that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
And it's really good. Like, we got the equalizer. If people would say like, no, if Kong just had a weapon that could counter the breath, then he'd definitely be on equal footing. And we got to see that, and that's really the fun part about this. And we actually cared about King Kong, because going into it, I was like, there's no way King Kong would compete with Godzilla's breath. Yeah, that was me. And we got to see how he'd actually deal with it. A little bit of luck, and a whole lot of just yelling at each other, which was super cool.
So I gotta say too, I was gonna say Godzilla moved really fast in this film for me compared to the other ones. Like, I mean, he moved fairly quick in like King of Monsters and stuff, but man, him and Kong both were just moving through that city like really dodging each other. It was awesome though. I loved it.
Yeah.
Poor Hong Kong, cool. Man. That place.
I know, right? Damn,
dude. Is it me? Or is Hong Kong like just gamer city? Because it was all just RGB.
Neon lights, right? Like
I've been to Hong Kong. I don't remember it being that pretty.
It's the same thing with Tokyo. When people show Tokyo at night, it's all glowing. And in real life, Tokyo is great. It's bright, it's got lights, but it is not as cyberpunk as some people.
Yeah, cyberpunk is a good phrase to throw on it. Yeah,
right.
That was definitely super cyberpunk in this movie.
Yeah, but again, it's supposed to be a futuristic take on Hong Kong, so it's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's true. With this technology, it makes sense.
Yeah. And speaking of technology, guys, we did get a look at were you guys surprised by this as I was? I did not see this coming because I tried to avoid the trailers as much as possible. So I did not see this big reveal coming of Mecha Godzilla. This made me freak out. I was like, "What? They're doing it!"
The trailer. I watched the trailer breakdown, so I thought it was.
I didn't see the trailer, but I just knew that guy had to be he had to be part of it. But as soon as I saw the manufacturing facility, I was like, "Oh, so it's Mecha Godzilla."
Okay.
Right. Well, I mean, like that was my whole thing. I was telling you guys too. I'm like, man, if they don't team up at the end and fight something, what's the point of this movie, right? But like, I mean, because at the end of King of Monsters, you see, Mr. Baratheon find the skull of Ghidorah, right? So that's where I was. Lannister. Sorry, did I say Baratheon?
Yes.
Yes. Sorry, Tywin finds the skull. I don't know where he was at in this movie,
he didn't make an appearance in this movie.
Yeah, right. So I'm like, okay, where's this Ghidorah head? I'm like, oh, there it is, the DJ booth.
The DJ booth, man.
But yeah, it was. I mean, I will say that I didn't really like how Mechagodzilla looked, but it's okay. It's cool.
It could have been.
He was
better.
there. Yeah, I mean, it's really awesome that it made an appearance and they fought.
He looked too skinny. Like Godzilla looked buff, and this guy looked skinny. But then, when they fought, when his fist would like spin and then the punches, and his tail would be also spinning, and it just I was in there. It's just the design could have been better.
Yeah, I also think the way they played Mechagodzilla could have been better. Like, I really wanted to see the pilot actually play a role because they set up the whole mind link thing, and they just scrapped it. They just scrapped it right away. They're like, oh, it's got a mind of its own now. What? What was the point?
You just took that whole part out, dude. Just honestly, said you fed the stuff into Mecha, and that's it. Doing the pilot.
Like, what was the point?
Did you guys feel bad for the? Did you know like the Japanese guy was Serizawa's kid?
Oh, what?
Yeah, his name was Jun Serizawa or something. That was his.
No.
So I just felt bad for him.
No.
Because I was like, no, I love your dad.
We all love your dad.
And you're dead.
Dude, what?
Oh, that's sad.
You know, not a bad way to go. Mind link with Mechagodzilla, you know?
I mean, he got
Mindgasm.
fried.
Dude, he got mindgasm. He was just like, ah. I was like, oh, damn.
It's like, you know, it's like he just wanted to live up to his dad. You know, he's like, yes,
Dude, that's
let them fight.
crazy.
It's like he
Let
probably
them fight.
growing up, he'd just be like, you'd always hear his dad go like, let them fight, let them
Yeah, right.
Dad, notice me. I will fight.
Goes up to heaven. I told you, son, let them fight. now you're dead. Yeah. That'd be so funny, dude.
Yeah, his dad's so disappointed. Just like, no, son, you're not supposed to fight. Just let them.
He brought this honor on his family.
God damn it, Harold. Oh, God. Well, you know what? I want to go back to Harold's comment with, like, well, were you guys saying how Kong was kind of the protagonist?
Yeah.
I thought that, I don't know, I was kind of upset about that. You know, like, at least in Batman vs. Superman, you have both. You see a lot of Superman, a lot of Batman.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to see more, like, you know, especially the first two movies, they really highlighted the fact that Godzilla wasn't trying to hurt people, dude. Like, especially in the first movie, like, he literally saves a bridge full of people from missiles.
Yeah.
And, like, here, he's just going, he don't give a
Dude,
shit.
he wasn't.
Like, just,
He went to Hong Kong, right? And there was like a
Oh,
bridge,
yeah.
and there was like still space between between the bridge and him and Hong
And he
Kong.
just
He didn't have to
stood
go up yet. He literally went up and killed a bunch of people on the
I
bridge.
know.
For no reason.
And then when he left, right, he went the clear way. Like, it was like an open path. It was like, Godzilla, come on, dude. Like,
That is-
the first two movies, you were so, like, people, I love
Yeah.
you. Now you're just like, I don't give a damn. Kong is
I mean-
mine.
I mean, one thing I could see them playing that off with is, okay, he's super pissed that they're trying to make this
No, right.
bastardized version of himself, that he's kind of blind with fury, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Not to
He's-
mention, like, they're trying to make a mech version of him using the body parts of his arch nemesis.
Oh,
that
that's
he
pretty-
almost
yeah.
died of.
That's pretty
Yeah.
foul, right? That's pretty
Yeah, he's
foul.
like, hey guys, I just tried to save the world, and you're going to go ahead and just make another Dora? What? Okay, I guess. Yeah. F this bridge.
Yeah. So then we ended up getting the tag team of Godzilla and King Kong that a lot of people were hoping would happen because you needed to get a third in this to kind of
Right.
You know, they weren't going to end with a Rocky 3 freeze frame ending where both of them just won or lost, right?
No, yeah.
Yeah.
They needed
Oh, God, not this scene.
Oh yeah,
They
this
needed
scene
the
was
abomination. They needed
With the
they needed
water,
a
with the
third.
wet, the control panel. God.
Yeah.
Oh,
That-
I hated
that-
that so
God,
much,
oh,
but
I did
that's
too.
because I was mine on.
Yeah, mine, yeah. That
I mean,
was like,
like,
you know, it's okay.
it's like
Monster
that's
sign.
Like maybe like wow, like also. No, my mind is turning on. Like, where was everyone else? Why were they the only ones in the facility? They were hostages, and then this is like your most important piece of tech, and you're just gonna
man.
leave them there.
It's kind
And
of
then-
dumb.
It was.
Are you kidding? Like, and he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna try and hack it," and then he was like, "Are you trying to guess the password?" I'm like, and then he was like, "Oh no, I learned some HTML." HTML?
I love the guy's line though. Was this in the 90s?
Oh my God.
I hate that kid. I hate
I
him.
know. Dude, he had the corniest line too. That Mecha Godzilla line, like, oh, it's Robot Godzilla. No, it's Mecha Godzilla. Like, dude, you didn't even have to add that. In
I
the
mean, that's
movie.
something
Yeah.
a kid
Oh.
would say though.
It's just like, I thought that was so cheesy. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
really, dude. I feel bad for Millie Brown. Millie Brown's been in some like really great movies lately.
That's true.
Like Mine On comparison, this movie was not. I mean, it's whatever. I
Yeah.
get it. But yeah,
I think he's
rain
like
off.
Captain
Yes,
America
Ion.
there.
Yes, Ion. Rain off.
I hate the fact, like she joined the fight because she was listening to a podcast. I'm like, how teenagers?
Oh,
do
dude,
that?
yeah. Everything
Yeah.
was so convenient in this film.
Hey, let's
right?
not
Like,
knock
Godzilla's-
podcast.
yeah.
All the teenagers who are listening to the Clipline Geekcast, we appreciate you.
Yeah,
Keep
guys, we
listening.
speak the truth here, guys.
Get
Just
off your
keep
butt.
saying-
Get off your
Yeah,
butt
get-
and quit stalling.
Well, yeah, man, guys. I will say,
but, like-
coincidence. The movie was this. Like,
Yeah.
everything was just in the right place. And just like,
Dude,
okay.
there just happened to be a hyperloop to Hong Kong that no one was guarding.
Oh yeah, dude, that was like what? I was like, okay. I
Like,
was
it
like,
took them
wait, when
forever
I
to
s-
find the Antarctica one. And then,
Right.
oh, Godzilla's just gonna breathe straight down in Hong Kong.
Yeah. Right, and
Yeah.
it's just right in front of the altar too, right? And
Yeah,
that
the
whole
apex.
Hollow Earth.
Like no
Right
matter
there.
where you dig, you just go down, you hit it, right?
Yeah.
So why did they need Kong to guide them?
Oh my god. Let's
I mean,
not-
they had to make these caverns in the first place, right?
Oh yeah, that was my favorite thing. The caverns, they had doors, dude. Like, okay,
So
who made these doors? And there's a statue of a King Kong.
Yeah, that's so
Like,
funny.
who made the statue of Kong?
The apes, dude. The apes.
apes. They
All
were
right,
the
you're right.
real
You're right.
apes.
You're right.
Family.
You're right. You're right.
All right.
Home, home, ape, home.
And I
Home. I don't know how that. I don't know how that-
Yeah.
Oh, I love the
guys.
set design though for this
Yes.
for the Hollow Earth, like seeing the sky
Oh
and
yeah,
ground.
that was cool.
Yeah, that was great.
That
That
was
was great.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
beautiful.
Turn off your mind again. Turn off your mind again.
I mean, yeah, guys.
Yeah.
The throne room, though, besides that, throne room was actually pretty cool. But like,
Oh, yeah.
it just did not like.
It's
when I saw,
powered by a Godzilla skull or Godzilla skeleton. I love that.
yeah, dude, I actually thought like I'm not gonna lie, with this it started lighting up right. It kind of looked like a ritual thing too. I was like, wait, is there gonna be a portal that goes to Godzilla's energy or something? But then no, wait, Godzilla's breathing down. I was like, no, Godzilla's
This is
please,
dumb.
please. And I was
Okay.
like, oh, okay, that's what they did. Okay.
I agree with Ion Hammer that the fight choreography was great because Godzilla had those MMA moves. He did that jump off the cage
Oh, yeah.
punch, that
Dude,
Superman
King Kong
punch.
was going crazy, man.
That was really good. But yeah, since we're poking holes out, I'll do one more before we can move on to the other stuff that we want to talk about. That little girl. Okay, wait, before we get to the little girl, all the adults established that traveling at the speed that they have to travel to get to the Earth's core was ridiculous. You're thinking it's probably worse than going to space with all the G's that you're getting, right?
Oh,
All
yeah.
the G's that you're pulling. And
Right.
a bunch of them were ready to vomit. You know, they show that, okay, it's a really intense experience that not everyone can just do. And then they show this little girl all in the backseat, all happy that she's in the Earth's core. I was like, wait, what? What? Because at first I was like, okay, they probably left her at the Antarctica base, right? There's no
Right.
way they brought her with them. And then she was just there. Everyone else was ready to puke their guts out, and she's just like, yeah.
Yeah, they're just chilling, dude.
There's obviously you didn't see the space-time booster seat
Oh,
that she
yeah.
was riding on.
Dude, even to add on to that, Harold, my thing too, when they hopped out of the ship like nothing, like, are you guys not scared of what could be down here radiation-wise? They just
gosh.
walked out with no mask, like nothing. They just came out like, oh, we can breathe this air. We're good. Come on, everybody, let's all walk out.
God, yeah.
It should only be like probably molten fumes or something, right? Or something.
That lady should
But-
not be a mom. She endangered her child so much.
I know,
throughout
man,
this
like-
movie.
Dude, even Godzilla's place, right, was so radiation heavy that like going in there was like
Oh yeah,
suicide.
Sarazawa.
So like, but here they're like, oh, Kong's place, oh, we're good. We'll just
Yeah.
walk out in here, guys. We're fine.
Yeah, Sarazawa in King of the the first one with
No, it was King. It was King.
It was King.
King,
Like
okay.
he was dying when he went to Godzilla's home, but King
Yeah,
Kong's home. It's fine, dude.
Yeah.
It's just like a dead Godzilla radiating body that's like on the ground. But don't worry about that. The glowing, that's just RGB. Don't worry about that, dude.
Yeah, right.
they were gamers back in the day.
That's why it was right under Hong Kong, dude. Just matches the theme, right?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, again, amazing movie. Mind off.
Mind off.
It's like you're watching
there
a
for
Fast
the
and the Furious
monsters,
movie.
yeah.
All right, it's like you're watching a Fast and
Yeah.
the Furious movie. Just don't
You're there for the
even
cars.
think about it.
Yeah.
Does anyone believe the fact that they sent the energy through Wi-Fi too?
Oh my god, dude. I know.
They downloaded the energy guy.
Oh god, I totally forgot about that.
I need you to find the energy source to power Mechagodzilla. Oh, Dad, I found it. Type, download.
Sending it to you.
Yes,
Yeah.
I got the energy. I downloaded it.
Sending the energy through Wi-Fi. That's so amazing, dude. And they just had all right down there too. It just worked flawlessly, right? Like,
Yeah, just perfect signal to reach the base. you
yeah,
know?
right. Oh my god.
I mean, it worked out, right? It was probably just they're directly under Hong Kong. And Hong Kong. It probably just lined up.
Joe says someone sent help for Harold. He can't even.
I mean,
Dude, that was
mean,
so.
I was starting to doubt that the 5G was causing stuff, but if 5G is that strong that you can send energy,
Yeah, man.
maybe.
Guys, this is
Where are
the
these
future.
gaming
They're on
rigs?
6G
Yeah,
now.
right?
all right?
6G.
It's like, yeah, later. Hey, yo, my stream's kind of going down, guys. Send me some. I need some energy to get it back up. All right,
Forget
hold
the
on.
bits. Send me energy.
Dude, this entire time when Goku was raising his hands, he was just trying to get more signal.
You just 6G.
Oh god, I'll make it.
But yeah, the spine off, guys. That's totally how energy works. You know?
I mean, like what Ian's saying. It's probably just quantum, guys. You just don't understand because it's quantum.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah,
It's quantum.
makes sense.
So yes, mind off, chat. Mind off.
Please, just shut it off.
You're there for the monsters. That's what it's all about. That was the best thing of this movie, obviously. Amazing fights.
So overall, the Quitslawing Geekcast gives Godzilla versus Kong an 8 out of 10. Good job. Why don't we talk? We'll end with talking to Winter Soldier. Let's talk about this new show. This new show that's had a following from its comic.
Are you guys gonna talk spoiler?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about
Sorry.
Invincible.
In that case, I'm gonna have to go. I'm sorry, I haven't watched.
Yeah, go. Just head out.
Yeah. Sorry, I haven't watched Invincible yet. It's something on my. I was supposed to watch it, and then I realized it was 1 hour a piece, and there's 4 episodes.
No, that's not. It's not. The first it got. I think the last one was only 40.
Yeah, it gets trimmed down, so you got time next week.
It gets trimmed down. I would just say, just watch the first episode.
Well, I was waiting for you, Derek, because you said you would watch.
I know.
I was surprised about that.
Dude, I actually watched. I only got up to 3 before the show I started, so I was actually like, okay, I'm just gonna try it, but just watch the first episode, Juancho.
Cool. Anyway, you guys have fun. I'll see you guys next week.
All right, later, Juancho.
All right,
Thank you so much.
All right.
Juancho, where can the
See you,
folks
man.
at home catch you when you're not on the Quitslawing Geekcast?
You can find me on my
that's a different
Instagram, which
Twitter.
is at Juancho Saldana, and my new Twitter, which is actually my old Twitter, John Papillon _ just tag it somewhere, or you'll find me here on the Quitstalling podcast, or maybe if I'm playing something with Derek. But
Yes.
yeah.
I'll try and link it in chat right now. I'm checking if I'm spelling it correctly. No, this is a different Jean Papillon.
Sorry, I know it's hard, but I'm kind of attached to the name. I just love that name. Also, just
What is the relevance of that for our new listeners?
Spelled like that.
because my name's Juancho, and I was just like, I used to make a joke all the time that I like the English version of my name, which is John Butterfly, because Juan John. Cho is Japanese for butterfly, and a friend translated it to French, which was Jean Papillon. I was just, oh my god, it sounds even fancier, and I loved it, so I used it.
Did I spell it right in chat, Juancho? I don't know if that was right, but I just put it there. I think that's it.
I put it as well.
Yeah, that's it, with an underscore in the end, because there is a
Oh.
Jean Papillon in real life, I guess. So,
That
yeah,
guy? That guy.
Everybody
Yeah.
report that guy right now. I'm just kidding.
Yes,
well-
I want the name. But yeah, thanks for having me, guys. It's good
Yeah,
to
man.
be back.
Good to have
I
you
can't
back.
wait to actually catch up on more things so we could actually talk about it.
Heck yeah, dude.
Yep. Cool. See you guys.
All right,
Later,
man.
Juancho.
See ya.
All right, Derek, it's you and me, buddy. You and me on TV. Let's talk about Invincible.
Dude. Can I just say before I get into it, the casting for this show is insane, man.
You like it?
No, like there's so many people that I knew like almost every voice, dude. Like I love it. It's like there's such a huge cast.
You got
Like
your
popular
Steven
cast.
Yeun. You got your J.K. Simmons.
Simmons.
Yeah, dude.
Sandra Oh.
Sandra. Oh, yes.
You have the girl from Community. I don't know her actress name, but the girl, the main,
Rita,
the blonde
Rita.
girl. Rita. Thank you. Rita's
What's her face?
there.
I'm trying to remember her name too. Jillian Jacobs.
Yes.
Gillian Jacobs. Yeah.
I know the guy, the Explosion Rex guy. That I know.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
seen him in a lot of
Jason
shows.
Mantzoukas.
Yes,
Jason Mantzoukas?
he's in so many things, man. So,
Yeah.
and honestly, I feel like was it just me? Dude? I got such good like Young Justice vibes a little bit from this at first,
Yes.
man. I'm like,
The
which
animation
I love. Oh, animation was really good too, man. Amazon they're doing it right, man. They're doing so well with. I was surprised, honestly, like especially with the style of animation, like how some of the fights, dude. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, that's what they did.
It's really interesting, right? So overall, Invincible was a shocker for me, and for many reasons that we'll get into, Derek. Again,
Yes.
spoilers abound. If you guys haven't checked out Invincible yet, now is the time to tune out. All right. If you came back because Kong was done, you were like, oh, I wonder what they'll talk about next. If you're interested in watching Invincible, now is the time to tune out. If you're not interested yet, or if you've already seen it, stick around. We might be able to convince you, or we might agree on a couple of things. So it's good. let's get started, Derek. Let's get started.
Let's do it. Man.
First 3 episodes were released last week in the same day to give people a glance of what the universe is going to look like. I'm not quite sure how many episodes in total we're getting. I checked.
True.
I forgot. I'll Google it now.
You know what day they released, Harold?
Yes, actually I do.
Dude, I just gotta say, because before I got into this chat, I don't know about y'all, but I'm on TikTok quite a bit, and they have been, the ads for this thing have been insane. I'm like, okay.
Oh, wow.
I saw, like, they keep talking about it, and there's they would show, like, a small scene of very gory stuff. I'm like, oh, okay, let me just see what this is all about. And, oh, yeah, definitely good. I'm liking it so far.
It's super good. So for those of you who are wondering, again, if you're sticking around and you haven't checked out Invincible yet, and you're thinking like, oh, how gory does it get? It's gorier than The Walking Dead, is how the actual writer and creator of Invincible described it. So if you need a point of reference, it's gonna be more gruesome than The Walking Dead.
I think it's funny because there's actually 3 people from The Walking Dead in here as actors and actresses.
Oh wow!
You have Glenn, right? The guy, the African American gentleman in the suit is from Walking Dead, also the voice actor for him. Captain something, I forget his name. You know, the tryout thing. The guy.
Oh yeah, the guy who was originally part of the Guardians, and yeah, he's back now. Yeah,
he's in The Walking Dead, and then you have there was somebody else. I just can't put my finger on which one it was, but there's 3 of them, and I was like, wow, man. It was kind of funny. I mean, it's probably nice for them to all kind of come back together again. But dude, yeah, it is. And when that gory stuff comes out, it's just, you're just like, dude, I got up out of my seat. I was like, what? I was like, dude, this show just took a turn. What is going on, man?
So why don't we talk about
Red
that,
wedding
Derek?
levels.
They jammed it into us from the very first episode, right? The very first episode gives you that gore at the very end. And again, these are spoilers, so turn away now. I'm giving you guys 3.
Yeah, guys, this is
2,
big
1. All right, here we go. This is how gory it's gonna get.
Bro, you said 3, 2, 1. Damn, Harold, that was pretty.
It was executed. So Omni-Man, the big supposedly Superman figure of this world, because he's also an alien, takes out kind of their world's Justice League, and they looked like they were on good terms, like they were all fighting alongside each other in the first episode, and then bang, he goes and turns on them for no reason, for absolutely no reason.
Yeah.
And we're on episode 4 now, and it's still not explained. So I haven't read the comics all throughout yet, so I'm saving myself. I want to see this play out in the show, and I don't want to
drop some theories, like ideas. I have a sort of a small idea.
Okay. Let's do that. Give me a sec. Let's pause on a frame. Right here.
Oh yeah. Perf.
Ooh, that's messed up right now. So okay, real quick to explain the scene. You know, he takes out all these heroes and then he passes out from exhaustion because they were no easy feat. These are supposedly
the Justice League, pretty much.
Yeah. This is the Earth's defenders. These are the Avengers of their world, and he takes them out. So they also get a good on him. And he pretends like he wasn't part of it. He pretends like he wasn't part of the fight. And I think the audio was playing a little bit. Sorry about that.
Oh.
And you know, there's a bit of a cover-up going on, Derek. You know, he's
yeah.
So what we're wondering now is what was the reason behind this, because it was unprovoked.
Right.
So what are your thoughts, Derek? Why did Omni-Man turn on the Guardians?
You know, before I say that, I really liked how literally all these people were literal, almost exact counterparts. Like Aquaman was the fish guy, right? And you had Wonder Woman. I think this Martian Manhunter was the
Martian
girl, pretty much. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
The stretchy guy though, I couldn't put my finger on who that would have been in the Justice League.
No, he is the Martian.
Oh,
because he's the same race as the people from episode 4.
Okay, so I guess he would be. I would assume. I was thinking the girl that could turn invisible and go through things, because Martian could do that too.
Oh, that's true. I guess they kind of like split his powers.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But I thought that was hilarious. And Batman too, right? But okay. I think, dude, they're really mentioning a lot about this race that they are, right?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking like it's a thing where it's like mind melted into them, like they're the superior race and everyone else will have to stand down. But Yeah, dude, you kind of see it, right? He has little outbursts, and he's like, the wife's like, "What's going on in you?" And he's like, "I don't know. Like, I'm sorry." But yeah, I think it might be some mind control type thing, but I definitely think it's something involved with the race. And there was one episode where he was talking to Mark about
his son, Mark.
Right, his son Mark, and he even said, like, us, I forget the name of the race, but he goes, us, enter here, have more responsibilities that humans don't. He said it like that too. So I was like, oh, huh. So he's like, if you notice, he doesn't take any anger out on his family. It's just, usually it's everyone else, dude. Oh my God. And when this guy took down a damn planet alone, man.
Sorry, you're mumbling there. What's happening, Derek?
When he took down the planet like by himself, dude. Oh my God.
Oh, so yeah, when the aliens invaded, Omni-Man, on their third try, went after the aliens and wrecked face. He went there and destroyed their whole civilization. It looked like seconds to us, but in that world, he was actually there for like I think weeks or. Yeah, he grew a beard. Right. He grew a full beard, and he just destroyed that entire race, that entire alien race.
Man. He did. That was insane, man. I mean, I would definitely say this guy's a little bit worse, not a lot worse than Homelander. Yeah. Like big time. It's hard to tell though, but I mean,
he's a nice guy, unlike Homelander, who's an obvious narcissist, which makes him more deadly. Right, like Homelander, you kind of don't want to trust. But
it's
this
so
guy,
sad too, man. Because J.K. Simmons, he's never a bad guy. Like, why?
Oh, he was the bad guy in that drum movie.
You're right. I'm just so used to like Tenzin, Parker, but
Jay Jonah.
What else? Jay Jonah, also in Justice League, right? He was the Gordon man. But man, it's
really good voice actor. So yeah, he is voicing Omni-Man. J.K. Simmons is, and he's doing a really good job. My theory, Derek, on this.
Yeah,
what's your theories before we talk about our thoughts on the scenes overall? I feel like, and I can't wait to circle back to this when they reveal it. Derek, my thought is maybe since he's talking about that race all the time, and he mentioned, I wish Mark never had these powers. I feel like...
Oh, I forgot about
that. I feel like maybe it has something to do with either... what's the race? Could you Google what the race is called?
I got you.
So maybe they're either coming to take Mark away from him, right? Or they might impose like Mark as a replacement for him. In some way, right? Which would explain why he needed to take out the Guardians, because the Guardians would try and stop that from happening, get in the way, maybe something like that. I don't know. I'm trying to find, like, there's a lot of holes in my logic right now, but I feel like it's something like that, right? Because there had to be a reason why he wouldn't stand with them, right? So,
yep.
Yeah, maybe his race would come and just nuke Earth. And he needed to remove that threat and keep Mark safe. That if his race is coming for Mark, there had to be a way for him to make that happen safely. I don't know.
Yeah, it does beg the question though too. Like it's really weird that he specifically took out the Guardians, right?
The strongest of the strong.
Right. And it's like, man, it's crazy. But man, I agree with you.
Because why lie about it too, right? If they were going to be an actual threat.
Right. And you could definitely like you were even saying, he says stuff to Mark and it's almost like he's trying to underline stuff, right? Like even the first punch, he's like, hey Mark, that they're not gonna pull punches in real life, which makes sense, but yeah, like who are these people? Like
obviously the way Mark sees it is like the everyday threats, the everyday villains, but Omni-Man, he's kind of hinting at something greater.
Yeah. So yeah, the Viltrumites was the name.
There we go. Thank you,
Viltrumites, and from the planet Viltrum.
Yes.
So definitely, yeah. So he kind of got a little planet Klingon. I almost said Klingon. Krypton.
Krypton, yes,
Krypton,
yes.
right? Kind of like, see what I'm saying? It's almost like it's like the bad Superman, but a show. It's almost like kind of like a little Brightburn in there. If you guys like that, you might enjoy this.
Yeah. Because Mark also,
man,
to circle back,
yeah.
Mark also had that fight in space to show that Earth is defended, is guarded.
Yeah.
So what is going on, man? All these
that
threads.
space need, man. When I heard that voice, I knew immediately who it was, man. I was waiting for the, nope.
Seth Rogen voice, the
Seth
Rogen laugh.
voice. Yeah, man. But I was like, this is, yeah, right. This is pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
Speaking of voices, Mark Hamill's was very apparent.
That maniacal cackle.
Yeah, man, and the costume guy, dude, the designer.
Yeah. Oh wait, no,
dude,
was he the costume designer?
He was a costume designer too. I think he did multiple, dude. There's a lot of, I mean, Mark Hamill does so many voices. Dude, it's just, the cast is amazing. The robot is Zachary Quinto. Dude, like,
yep.
It's crazy, man. And that's why I was saying the cast in this is actually nuts.
It's super.
Yeah, it's amazing, guys. And I think, dude, the animation and is top notch. Art for me is very important too, along the story. And this definitely does a very good job, man. It's so clean. Story's good. It makes you interested, as gory as it is, like me and Harold were saying. You still have that what is happening factor, like why, like we were saying, why is Omni-Man doing this, right? Like this,
yep.
The Homelander of this world, the good guy. He's the good guy. He's supposed to be the Superman, and what's going on? You just want to know what's happening, right?
Yeah. So it's super. I'm super curious to see where this does lead, especially with the mom. The mom is getting suspicious too. What is Omni-Man gonna do about it, right?
Yeah.
How does that affect Mark? So and like you mentioned, Omni-Man's starting to have his outbursts, his fits of where the mom was like, wait, you've never been like this. What's going on?
Right.
So he's on edge. So I'm very invested in the show so far.
He's like in a rush almost, and always wants to train with Mark every day, right? So it's like, okay, is something coming?
It's gotta be.
Maybe it's deeper. Like maybe later we find out he knew the Guardians were gonna die, so he put him out of misery himself, or something. Maybe something like that. I don't know, but I feel like if that was the case, he took out some of them pretty brutal, dude. God damn. It's gut wrenching. You're just like,
oh yeah, it really is, man. I need to know. Like it's like in Game of Thrones, right? You know something bad is gonna happen,
right?
So you're kind of waiting for that other shoe to drop, and Mark's building relationships with Adam Eve and his schoolmate. I'm trying to remember her name. Shoot.
Duplicate?
No, not Duplicate. His girlfriend, his actual girlfriend.
That's right.
Is it Amber? Amber Bennett, yeah.
Voiced by Zazie Beetz.
Oh my
from
gosh.
Deadpool.
Zazie Beetz.
She was in Deadpool for all you. She was sexy in Deadpool.
She was Domino.
Yeah.
Also in that Joker movie. So there's a little love triangle that's sort of forming, right? And they're not afraid to tackle these adult themes, like Rex Splode cheating on Adam Eve.
Dude, yeah, that was crazy. I was like, damn, this dude's a freak.
He's a little unhinged too, right? You don't hire Jason Mantzoukas to play a sane person.
Yeah, exactly. That's definitely true. That's definitely true.
So there's a lot of relationship building going on. They're doing a lot in a few episodes.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
Right, and I respect that about their show. They've given us that demon detective plot line. They've given us Cecil, the bald head of the agency that kind of runs the superhero side of things.
Yeah.
It's really good, crisp-ish writing, because there are still some scenes that drag. They don't rush, they drag. But I like it. I'm really enjoying the story so far. Derek, did you get all the way to episode 4 already?
I think I got to end of 3. It actually might have been 4. I'm actually not. So the last thing I saw I saw this scene I saw the seismic scene. The last thing I saw was the clone guys escaping the prison.
Oh, okay, yeah. So we're not in the Martian territory yet. So we'll do that next week. We'll do the next two episodes next week.
Next 2 episodes? Okay,
yeah.
Perfect.
But yeah, so opening strong is Invincible, right? Not just with the gore, but with the world building, because it is a very familiar world for us. It's superheroes. Right. We've also started seeing more mature themes in superheroes with things like The Boys, with shows like the DC animated universe, and of course Zack Snyder's Justice League. So we're getting those more mature themes, but set in the everyday life of a person, because The Boys still very much hinges on the corporate side of things, right? Like the more adult level of things. This kind of grounds us in the family home, in the teenager side of the world, and how it affects those types of people. So I like this. I like the little medium ground that they're finding. They've even given us a supernatural. So
yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Exactly. And, I was actually just speaking of The Boys. I was actually searching because I saw Seth Rogen. I'm like, wait, is he also an executive producer here? And he is. So
he is, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So I was just double checking to see if any of the writers were similar from The Boys, because definitely has that story feel to it. So, but dude, yeah, it's really good, man. I definitely recommend it. Yeah, I mean, Amazon has just been doing really well with shows lately, like this, The Boys. There was one that came out recently with Rainn Wilson. I forget the title. I think it's Utopia.
Oh yeah.
Dude, that's so good. I highly recommend that too. And Amazon's coming out with Lord of the Rings soon. This was just another great, fantastic. So far, I can't see them messing it up with the current state it's in.
Yeah.
Beautifully, the story is paced well. They kind of pick right into it. You don't get the long, draggy, okay, when's he gonna get his powers, type thing. It's just very quick pace, but in a good way.
Oh man, definitely. And speaking of the pace, we get to see so much, right? Like we've already talked about throughout the past few minutes. We even get like post-credit stuff, which I find really interesting. And they squeeze so much into this, and it's really cool that they found a way to do this.
Very creative too, how they say the Invincible, right? Like the title card.
That
it's
bugs
always
me.
like cut, right?
That bugs me a little bit.
Just say it.
Yeah, that bugs me.
Say it.
But
it kind of just jumps on you, right? You're just like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Creatively, it's okay. Okay, I see what you're doing, but like it bugs me sometimes. It's like just,
right. It's like.
Okay, so I missed the chat for a couple of minutes there. So Sam was saying, where'd Juancho go? Juancho is ducking out because this is very spoiler-heavy territory. And BMO was giving us the answers the whole time. She was saying,
thank you, BMO.
Samson, Viltrumite, Amber. So BMO was giving us the answers as we were going through.
Thank you, BMO.
BMO says, there's apparently a live-action version with Seth Rogen. Oh.
Ooh. I want to see this.
Okay.
I want to see this.
Okay. All right, we should check. Is it out or no? Is it in production? What's going on with that?
I want to see this.
Yeah, I'm curious. I'm super curious. It's gonna be a live action movie that's gonna exist separately from this Amazon show. I just got the article here. Let's see here.
Is it also going to be Invincible, or is it?
Yeah, it's also Invincible. So.
Wow.
A quote from Robert Kirkman here. It's still very much in development. That hasn't changed. We're just taking a long time. But we've been fortunate enough to have a two-track plan with Invincible. Right now, we've got the animated series at Amazon. And we're still developing it as a film series with Universal, with Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg attached. Okay.
Wow.
Seth Rogen, dude, for all his on-screen stuff, he is hustling on the production side too. He's producing everything, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's he's been in a lot of stuff, like just even behind, like Harold said, behind the scenes too, man. It's crazy.
Yeah. He's making bank. He's
doing well.
Yeah. Oh man. All right. So, with all that being said, Derek, the first 3 episodes, the debut of Invincible on Amazon, how many duplicates out of 10 would you give this?
16.
Whoa! I'm gonna skip forward just because of that.
Sorry,
I'm gonna skip forward.
I think my audio cut out. I think so far, I'll give it a 9, man. I'm liking it a lot. I'm trying to think. There's not a lot I didn't like about it. Like I sat down, I was able to like, I would have given it an 8 if I was kind of like, okay, I could probably stop here and watch. I honestly wanted to keep going, but I literally stopped 5 minutes before the show started, episode 3. So I was like, okay, I'll watch the rest tomorrow or maybe after the show. But yeah, it's so interesting. The animation's beautiful. Fight scenes are awesome. Good story, good action. So for me, I'll give it an 8.
Excellent.
Give it an 8. Yeah, give it an 8.
An 8. Okay, I would give it a 7.5, man. It's got me sticking around. The gore was surprising at first, even though I knew it was coming. I saw
I knew there was a little bit, yeah. But
yeah, like it just happened so fast, right?
Yeah.
And I think part of it was because of who it was happening to that really got me. So it was really jarring. I'm glad that they didn't give us too much of the Guardians before they were ripped in half, both physically and both literally and figuratively. So I'm interested in where this will go. So I think this will be part of our weekly rotation discussion. This Falcon and Winter Soldier until it's done. So until it runs its course. So yeah, I'm hyped for this, man. The 7.5. The first 3 episodes for me, I'll get a 7.5 duplicates out of 10, and Derek gives us an 8. So we're just gonna round it up to 8. Let's round it up to 8. Oh man,
a lot of duplicates.
And lastly, Derek, why don't we talk about the Falcon and the Winter Soldier?
Let's soar right into the next thing.
You've seen the most recent 2 episodes, right?
I have. I'm fully caught up with Falcon and Winter Soldier.
All right, this is a supersized Kutztown Geekcast, guys. Sorry it's running so long, but we hope you're still sticking around.
Yes.
Derek, previously on Falcon and Winter Soldier, we saw Sam give up the shield, and a lot of regret going on, especially from Bucky's end. We saw some character development from Bucky, showing that he's still living with the regrets of the actions that were taken while he was the Winter Soldier. And now we're seeing them working together a little more and countering the actual Captain America, the new, or as we would probably end up calling him, U.S. Agent. Mr. Walker.
U.S. Agent, God.
So we also get the debut of Carly Morgenthau, the Flag Smasher, or one of the Flag Smashers, who is kind of an unsuspecting villain of the show because she's kind of a freedom fighter, right?
Sorry, that song was stuck in my head when you said that.
So the second episode, I think, was okay for me. Okay, I think what I'm trying to get at here, Derek, is despite getting all this action and plot, it still feels really slow.
I'm actually wondering. There's only supposed to be 6 episodes, so I'm actually wondering how they're. I mean, I guess I wonder the same thing with WandaVision. They actually ended it up pretty well. So, I agree with you. Honestly, for me, besides the dragginess, I think the comedy keeps it alive for me.
Yeah.
This show is really funny, guys. Like, they have some great moments, especially with Sam and Bucky, dude. It's nonstop. It's comedy, man.
Oh, now we're locked in now.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I love that. They're like, oh, you want this? Like, oh, dude, I love that part, man. And it's nice to look at Bucky, guys. He's sexy, man. Young Luke. You could definitely see the young Luke in this series, man. I swear, just look at him, guys.
A lot of depth.
Definitely see it.
A lot of depth in his character. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, dude, like that scene in the first episode second episode, excuse me, sorry. And when he was like, because if he's wrong about you, then he was wrong about me, dude, that hit me hard. I was like, damn, dude, I feel you, Bucky. Like that kind of breaks your heart a little bit. You're like, damn, he's right. Because Bucky didn't feel like he deserved this chance at all.
Yeah.
And
the second chance.
The fact that right, and he gave Falcon the chance to hold the shield but it's good because in this series, it's not like Iron Man versus Captain America, right? Like, you definitely know the rights on both sides for sure.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, why, like, Sam put that away. And you can see why, because what they literally did afterwards, which we talked about. We mentioned it briefly last week, or last show, I believe, that, literally gives it to a white Captain America. Like, what the hell? You made the right choice. Like, come on, man.
It's messed up. It's
yeah,
really
it is.
up.
And that's exactly, and you feel Sam, like, and you really, especially the part he's like, can you just agree with the fact that I did what I felt was right? And you definitely see that deeper, like you find out about the black super soldier and how he was so badly mistreated. Like, it's so shocking, right?
It's terrifying.
Like, oh my God.
It is, to go into it, this wasn't just a throwaway scene that they made up for depth. This was actually part of Marvel Comics history. They had a black super soldier here, Isaiah, and his grandson, who we end up seeing opening the door as well, actually ends up being part of the Young Avengers as kind of like their version of Captain America. I think his name was the Patriot. Someone could correct me on that.
Patriot. I think you're right too.
So Isaiah was this black super soldier, and they go into talking about this. A lot of African Americans have actually commented on this. Like, yeah, no way they're gonna give the first super soldier serum to some white dude. They're gonna test on us, and this is really where America's history comes into light. And this is, I think, the most Marvel safe way of doing that. It's
crazy too, right? It's so relatable to today, right?
Yeah.
Like the conflicts and stuff. So it's crazy. It's crazy.
Especially a lot of issues about race now, not just African Americans.
Not superheroes, guys.
Yeah.
Okay. Not super soldiers.
Like it's very relevant, and he talks about like, oh, they put me in prison. It's like, what did I get for my service to this country?
Right.
They poked and prodded at me. It's really, you can see the tears in his eyes in this.
It hits
scene.
home, man. Yeah, it really. Dude, I gotta say, man, like Sam. I forget his his actor name is escaping me. But
Anthony Mackie.
Thank you, Anthony Mackie. Dude, everybody's acting in the show is so good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can feel like Sam gets so affected, by everything, and even Bucky. He knows it was wrong, but what could he do at the time, right? He can't fix that. You can't just like he said, you can't just wake up one day and decide who you want to be. It don't work like that.
Man.
That's like, damn, that hits home so bad. And you're just like, damn, man. And it's so, and they do it so well, man. Marvel, and this is a show, man. And I love how they're able to play it right. And then for it just being a TV show and Marvel, you're like, oh, it's fucking be stupid. No, man. Especially with WandaVision and this, they've done so well with everything, and I love it. It's really good.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So why did the music change? Sorry. Let me...
Well, like little. I was like, yeah, what was a.
Yeah, let me... Sorry, that's my bad. Yeah, so, and then, since we're on the topic about race, there was a trigger warning, apparently, for this episode because of this scene that's about to happen.
Oh my God, yes.
This got me up in arms, and I was like, no, they're not going to do it. Marvel had the balls to do this, and the thing is, it was a bit short. They swept it under the rug to focus on Bucky's arrest warrant. I hope they tackle this in the next few episodes, because this was huge, dude.
It was.
Sam, as a black man, was harassed by police for being angry in a neighborhood to a white person.
Yeah, just talking to Bucky, yeah.
And Bucky's literally no, we're just. Do you know who this guy is? We're just talking.
Yeah.
Even if he didn't say that, do you know who this guy is? Like,
yeah,
what
it doesn't
on
mistake
earth?
the fact, right? Exactly, man. And dude, it's scarring, dude. It's like, and it's crazy. Like I was mentioning earlier, guys, they're really. Herald said it too. They're ballsy for doing this, because this is honestly what we're all facing right now, right? Obviously, don't want to get too much into it, but dude, that is like literally what happens every day a lot, and it's just, and it's like, oh, he's an Avenger, okay, it's cool. Like, what? Come on, man. Like, come on, dude. Like, what is that? It's for lack of, it's bullcrap,
Yeah.
But dude,
they even tackle this in Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I don't know if you've seen that episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Oh, I don't think I have, but I have heard about it though. So yeah.
Yeah. So Terry Cruz's character, Terry Jeffords, gets harassed by a police officer outside his home, and he had the second the police officer found out he was a cop, that's the only time he let him go. And this happened off screen, but Terry talks about if this was one of my kids, they might not get to play the cop card. and it's so
Right.
terrifying. Like this, they got to play the Avenger card, but many people every day don't get to do that. So
Exactly.
it's so messed up. And I'm glad they're talking about it, but I just wish they didn't sweep it under the rug so quickly to talk about Bucky.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. I
That was-
mean,
yeah.
and speaking of, Jesus, new Captain America.
This
How
guy,
we feel about him, Harold? How we feel about him? I don't like
This
at
guy,
all.
I don't like. Okay, let's talk about him, Terry. Let's talk about him.
Let's
This
talk about
guy
this young
is
man.
white privilege.
Dude, he's in a suit for real, dude. Oh my god, dude.
Like,
Like, for lack of a better term, this is literally Captain America. Captain America. Dude. God damn,
I get it. He was a war vet. He got the Medal of Honor 3 times. Sure. But he's also the
Yeah,
same
yeah.
guy who said, "Do you know who I am?"
Oh god, I know. You're starting to see his little dark side, you know?
Yes. And okay, he hasn't said it yet, but obviously, he doesn't have to say. He could go, "One of my best friends is black." That's kind of like what they're.
I know what they're going for, right? Like,
I'm not racist. Oh my gosh. But he goes.
And I feel like-
he goes into
Oh,
a different
go ahead.
country and tries to stamp his authority.
right.
Like that is privilege, dude.
Dude, and he's so I don't know. I thought he mentioned it once, but I feel like he's one of these people that it doesn't matter how we get it done as long as we get it. Oh, he did say that. He
Yeah.
did say that in the most recent, right? He's like, you think they're gonna care about how we did it as long as we did do it? Like,
Yeah.
okay, dude. Like, really? But I'm happy, dude. I honestly was a little scared on the second episode when they had his like backstory. I'm like, okay, are they gonna really try to make us like try to like this guy?
Oh,
Like,
okay.
no,
Yeah.
You know, right? And like they had the interview, like, oh, you definitely fit the criteria. You have the Medal of Honor, as you said, blah blah blah, all those credentials. I'm like, please don't try
Right
to
here.
shove. Yeah, please don't shove it down our throats like we should like this guy. But no, you're starting to see his bad side, and we don't like it. We don't like it. I'm happy though, because that's what I want. I don't think we're supposed to like this guy.
Yeah. This is definitely all played up to add more layers to why we shouldn't trust him. And
Yep.
it's partially a slow reveal, but also partially in your face, right? Which is kind of the issue that a lot of people are facing in America right now. Is like there are people like this who look like, oh yeah, they deserve our trust, and then they, behind the scenes, they're not as, for the lack of a better term, trustworthy as they seem to be.
That scene was surprising to me too. By the way, his little showcase with the shield.
Oh
I
yeah.
was like, how damn freaking light and well balanced is the shield? Because this guy doesn't have any superpowers, like super serum, nothing. Just normal dude.
Supposedly.
Yeah, supposedly, but he's just like chucking it like it's nothing.
Yeah.
So it's crazy, but I'm happy. Like I said, this guy's kind of a dick. Not even kind of, he is. He is.
Yeah. And it's played up well. It's really played up well.
Yeah, it is played up well. That is definitely
Alright.
true.
So why don't we talk about the next episode, Derek? Let's head over
Okay.
to Indonesia and to Madripoor. Because Bucky and Sam have freed one Baron Helmut Zemo from his German prison. Zemo,
The mask comes out too, man. I love it.
Oh, so freaking good. The mask, the skill with the gun,
Yeah.
and it's really good. So okay.
Yeah.
First of all, I want to mention they played a Filipino rap. They played a Tagalog rap by.
I caught that too.
Yeah.
I almost went back, but I wanted to keep going. I was like, good thing you mentioned that, and good thing you caught it, because I didn't actually go back and look at it because I just totally forgot about it. But so it was a Tagalog rap, right?
Yeah. It's weird because it's supposed to be Indonesia, right? So I guess we're all interchangeable to these Americans.
Well, when I was looking at Madripoor, it was like a made-up place, right? That's
Yeah.
not real.
It's
yeah.
been a long-standing fictional country in Indonesia for the Marvel franchise in the comics.
Okay. Right.
It's this lawless land, like they describe.
Right.
And it's really a home for outlaws. It's a pirate city. It's a modern pirate city, and this has been in the Marvel comics for the longest time. So
definitely a mix of everything here too. Yeah, right. Like love the very Hong Kong Godzilla actually when they were outside of it, right? It was like very neon. I was like, oh, where's Godzilla at? I'm like, Where's the fight gonna happen? But oh man, yeah, it was it's not just Steve Barrett actually, or Zemo actually. You know, definitely. Yeah, it's kind of a good. I'm happy too that he was able to come back, and obviously they got the same actor for him and everything. But yeah, dude, I love it. Good scenes. This good episode.
Dude, it really is a good episode. So, we get to see Sharon Carter here as well in the most recent episode. Yes, kind of like the guardian angel, I guess, of sorts.
Yeah, right.
I have a theory on this too, which is really interesting. We'll get to that in a little bit because they're talking about the power broker and the people, the person behind the super soldier serum that Bucky and Sam are tracking, right?
Right.
This is the reason why they go to Madripoor and why they needed Zemo, because they're tracking the super soldier serum that's supposedly been stolen by the Flag Smashers. How did Carly Morgenthau get her hands on it? And you know, why does she not look like the super buff person that Captain America ended up being?
Right.
We get our answers to all of this.
We do.
Because it's been chemically engineered that way. This is supposed to be a optimized version of the super soldier serum where you can actually be a super soldier without looking like a super soldier.
Right.
Which it's very advantageous. Now, at first I was like, you know, I kind of want the muscles if I become a super soldier. But it makes sense, right?
Right.
That no matter your physique, you are, you know, densely strong. You are insanely strong. It's great for stealth, too, because people will underestimate you like how Bucky and Sam underestimated Carly when they first met her in episode 1.
Yeah.
Or was it episode 2? Episode 2, sorry. Episode 2.
Yeah, episode 2.
So that's really interesting to me. And the scientist gives his best Jesse Eisenberg professor performance.
Right, it definitely reminded me of him too. Give you a better counter proposal, like. Okay.
Oh my gosh, Derek, what did you think about that whole scene and how Zemo seems? I thought Zemo was gonna turn on him, right? I thought Zemo was gonna leave him, but he seems to be playing ball. Why?
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
What did you think about all of this?
I thought the exact same thing. I was like, this is out. He can kill this guy, which he wants this, right? That's always been Zemo's thing. Get rid of the super soldiers. I don't like them. You kill the guy manufacturing it. Great. Now you only got to worry about the ones left that have it. And I was like, And he literally went out, and there were so many hints, right? He left, and then he goes to another crate, and he's like, oh, here we go. I was like, oh, this is something else he was like planning. But no, he's still rolling with him. I still do think he's up to something. I feel like by the end of this, he'll probably get away and be an overarching villain. And he's got to be. It's Baron. It's Zemo, I mean, right, guys? Like the guy that literally broke up the Avengers.
Dude, it takes a lot, right? It takes
his mind, dude. His mind is just it's ahead of everybody. Look at this, dude. Like literally, the moment they get him out, all these things open up. He just got these connections, man.
Yeah.
Even though he's been in prison for so long, it's like, okay.
So I like that. I like that they fleshed out his character. That they finally explained he was a baron in Sokovia. You know, his family was royalty until the country was destroyed, which is really messed up now that you think about it in hindsight.
Yeah.
Like imagine the Philippines just getting wiped out, dude. Like that's pretty much what happened to Sokovia. Is it's basically really like I don't even know if it exists right now, right? Like
right.
Did majority of their population become refugees? Because all we know is Wanda. Like that's the only point of view we've seen. Wanda and Zemo. Zemo's been in prison. Wanda's an American now. So how does that work out? So it's interesting.
Exactly.
And that explains why no one extradited Zemo, right? He wasn't able to get out of prison because who has time to get this royal person out when they're trying to rebuild their economy, I guess, especially with the blip happening.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I wonder how many of these people got blipped, because obviously Sharon didn't get blipped because she spent her how many years doing this?
Right.
She's built her life.
I want to hear your theory on Sharon. I'm curious.
We saw a gunner take out what's her name? The lady in the first club that they went into.
Yes. Yeah.
And then another gunner saves Sam and Bucky out on the street, and Zemo turns out to be Sharon. or was it just Sharon? Was there other gunners as well? I feel like Sharon could be the power broker.
I think the same thing.
Right.
Or at least, or she's involved very deeply because her first opening statement to them was, you guys should just forget about this. It's dangerous, right? Like, just forget about it. She kept basically saying, like, you just need to just go get away from this. It's not worth it. You guys go back. And yeah, I think if she's not the power broker, dude, she's involved with some bad stuff, you know, especially the last scene.
Yeah.
We literally see of her is, we need to talk about something. And that's it. You're like,
yeah, because it explains why she wants that pardon so bad. Like, maybe she wants to get the heck out of there if it's possible.
Right. She's probably locked in something, right? Like,
yeah,
maybe one of those, I'll let you stay here, but you got to do this for me. She's pretty wealthy. We all seen her place.
Yeah.
Seems like a power broker type of place to live. You know,
I wouldn't mind living there, dude. I'd probably never be able to afford something like that.
Right. I mean, she got a driver, man. It's like, she's living pretty good for someone who said she struggled. So if she's not the power broker, she's definitely involved in something. And I think it's gonna be bad for them in the end. But yeah, dude, I'm actually very with you on how they're gonna wrap this up, because is this episode 3 or 4?
This is 3.
So there's 3.
So we're
left.
halfway through. And
already. There's a lot of scenes of like Bucky and Sam throwing the shield. So it's like, right? So I'm like, okay, first of all, you got to probably have one whole episode getting that back. And why the hell would they get the shield back? First of all, and you got the Carly thing too. I gotta say the actress for Carly, she's kind of cute though. You know?
Oh man, and Beano in the chat pointing out a good point. But what about the Carter legacy? What about the legacy that Peggy left Sharon? And that's hard,
true.
right? Because Sharon has to live up to that on some level. But at the same time, she was forced into this circumstance by honoring that legacy, by helping Steve, by helping Bucky and Sam. You know, she kind of forced herself into this hole. And just like with Isaiah, what does the government do for someone who's given so much service to them? They've basically sentenced her to death.
Right, exactly.
So it's interesting. Yeah, it's super interesting to think of where this will go. And you know, at the end, Derek, I want to talk about this now.
Yes.
Bucky sees what I first thought was
was like, no, I'm just kidding.
I was like, what is that? What is that little bead? Is that like a camera? Is it like a futuristic listening device? It didn't dawn on me that it was vibranium, because we've been so far removed from Black Panther.
Right, I know, right?
And then, you know, when we see the Dora Milaje agent, let me try and get to it real quick. I was so surprised, because I was like, oh, of course those are Wakandan beads.
Right. It's like the bracelet, right? Too. I think Shuri had the bracelet, I believe. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So, man, they're tying everything in, man. It's so good. It's
coming back, man.
Oh, and
it's like, see, that's my thing. Are they kind of monitoring Bucky? You know.
Probably.
The White Wolf, right?
Yeah, because it's part of their responsibility. They made a promise to make sure he's okay.
Right.
And Zuri, of course, is keeping tabs on him, because she was the one who kind of helped get him to this state.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
And I wonder how this ties into, will this have any implications on Black Panther? Because
I know, yeah.
Oh, Chadwick.
I know, Chadwick, man. Rest in peace, dude. Oh, fuck, that sucks. It's like, it's so sad, and it's even sadder to think about, like, how are they gonna, we don't know, guys. We have no, how are they gonna move forward with this, right? So that's exactly what Harold said. How is this gonna maybe shed light? Are they gonna just kill off T'Chaka in the series? Are they gonna do the CG type thing? I don't know. We'll see, you know. I mean, I honestly, I'm still with the fact that they should just CG him like in the costume, or just have him wear the costume with his voice or something, and then maybe have a fitting death in a movie and have Shuri take over. But yeah, it's definitely, it's exciting though, right? Because we've only had one Black Panther movie. We've seen Sam, Bucky a couple of times already. It's nice to see more integration with Black Panther story stuff. And dude, the Wakandan like technology is so cool too, dude. It's like,
really
can
good.
you guys make freaking Sam's wing out of vibranium, you know? Like, damn, just get it going, man.
Probably
it's like,
could. Is it
right?
not? It probably isn't made of vibranium yet.
I feel like they definitely mentioned the Stark technology, right?
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
I think if I'm, was it an Endgame or not Endgame? It was Infinity War. Did he make? I can't remember. Chat, you guys might have to correct me on this. Was his recent suit invented due to the fact he had some access to the nanotech or with vibranium, or so, I thought he worked with maybe somebody in Wakanda. I could be wrong.
I'm not sure.
But
I'm not sure.
If he didn't, though, dude, like, just imagine Tony's mind and Wakanda's technology, dude. You could make the craziest stuff. Dude.
If only.
Like,
if only.
right?
Yeah.
I know.
I guess they could have.
Shuri's like the scientist, right? She's like the one who's making all this stuff.
Yeah, I just thought about this now. While we're on the topic of Chadwick, real quick, as we wrap things up, before I ask for your rating, actually, I don't even know if we want to rate the episodes yet. We might want to wait till the end of the season, but
I'll agree.
Maybe one way they could get around the whole Chadwick Boseman thing is do kind of like a Flashpoint scenario with Multiverse of Madness, where Shuri was the Black Panther this whole time, kind of thing, right? Or,
oh my God!
Or they already passed down the mantle and we don't get to see it on screen, right? Like, there's a bit of a retcon where T'Challa died years ago, and Shuri is the Black Panther, has always been the Black Panther in the MCU, right? Right? That could be a less
Killmonger
painful
actually
transition.
kills Black Panther,
right?
And Shuri has to take over.
That could be like a less painful.
Oh my God! Yeah, they could definitely do that, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I like, like the multiverse.
Yeah.
Like, go back to Civil War. Shuri was the one there when King T'Chaka died, and
Yeah.
maybe she was the one that has to take the mantle. Dude, yeah. Oh my God, you could definitely. That's a great idea.
It's just it's just hard to think of like how they could do it, right? Because
I know.
Man,
Marvel's good though. I feel like they can do it, but I really hope it's not something quick and just like
we need time.
They should proper send off, dude. You really need your proper
Yes.
send off for Chadwick, man. Like, oh man, my man was fighting so hard for real life, dude.
Dude.
So sad.
All right, well, overall, dude, I am enjoying Falcon and Winter Soldier. I
me
can't
too.
not, right? It's just good to see these guys weekly.
Yeah, I mean, guys, and I know a lot of people are so on edge, like it's a series, it's a show. You guys, I promise you, it's like you're watching a Marvel movie. It really is. If anything, you're getting more story within these smaller episodes too.
Yes.
It does suck that you can't get it all, but man, it's totally worth it, guys. And the cinematography is beautiful, the story is beautiful, the comedy is like Marvel comedy is always there, man.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Speaking of that, with Gandalf thing, right? This makes me think that I think Gandalf or The Hobbit or the Lord of the Rings in general, maybe it's just open territory, because they talked about it in Space Jam. They mentioned Gandalf in the second episode, and this is Disney, right? So I think it's open territory. To answer Juancho's question earlier,
I feel like there's stuff that's just like fair game now to just reference and talk about.
Yeah, because they definitely say Gandalf. I love that. The big three: wizards, aliens. What was the other one? I forget the other one.
Wizards, aliens, androids, and wizards.
Aliens, androids, and wizards. I forget too, and I sometimes forget that Bucky is so old, to be honest.
Dude, he's 109.
Yeah,
That's so
forget,
dumb.
man. I forget he's like with Steve.
Yeah,
They're the same age, and it's like he has to. I liked Marvin Gaye. What are you talking about? I liked it. I love that stuff, man. It's so awesome.
Yeah, it's so good. It's great. It's great to see the dynamic, right? Like they're not best friends, but they're close in a different way.
The potential's there, right? You just got to get past your, honestly, I don't even know why how that started. Well, I guess in Civil War it kind of happened, right? I think him and Sam fought Spider-Man. And they were even then they were kind of nagging each other, like you couldn't have came sooner. Shut up.
And it was a chair thing. It was a chair thing. He wouldn't move the chair.
Dude, I laughed so hard at that. Oh, I watched it with the wifey Chloe. She didn't even catch it. I'm like, you don't remember that? I was like, oh my God.
That was good because they referenced it. They referenced it in the last episode. Yeah.
Yeah, because she actually forgot who Sharon was. I was like, oh, you don't remember? Like when she kissed Falcon or when she kissed Steve, they were like looking at Steve like, yeah. I was like, dude, that scene was so good. How can you forget? So I might watch Civil War again.
Oh, dude.
It's one of the best ones too. So I'm happy to watch it again.
Oh, for sure. All right. Well, Derek, this This is where we gotta end.
Be passing off the shield.
Ooh.
Hold on.
Oh, buddy. Okay, so we're gonna have to end the show here. We've gone on super long. It's a 2-hour and 30-minute episode, man. Dang. We went the distance. We went the distance.
We talked a lot. In fairness, we talked about a lot of hot stuff today.
Yeah.
Man.
Hot stuff.
Like, really good. Hot stuff, man.
Hot stuff. All right. Well, this is where we thank everyone. We thank all our subscribers, like Francis, who finally hit his 30th sub. Francis, thank you so much, bud. Human Panda 22, BMO King of Umiko P, Nerf Diva, Sensei Humor. That guy is amazing.
That guy is.
No, I know who that guy is, Derek. That guy is very, very, very good looking. The Notorious KGM, Note_plays, InstaDZ, Ion Hammerstream, Shellfox, Denunci, Wisa, Neo Gear, Booty Knight, Numali, Zephy Buns, It's Mark Lester B, The Furybot, and King Tiger 105, and everyone else who subscribed to us at least once. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate you. Your name might not show up, but we love
King Tiger the name of Sam's alter ego? Was it King Tiger?
Is
in
it?
the episode? Wasn't it like he was pretending to be? I thought it was King Tiger.
No, it was Tiger something. Yeah.
Maybe I'm thinking. I thought it was King Tiger, but that was just funny.
Was it Tiger King? No.
Oh, I hope not.
We also want to thank everyone who's spent money on us, like their bit cheers.
Thanks, guys.
You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. And of course, all our followers, Derek. All our followers, like the most recent ones. Could you name them for me, buddy?
Yes, I got you. We're gonna shout out to Joe Mike 4L, my baby cakes. Thanks for following, man. I appreciate you. Whoopenstein, thank you also for coming over. The KGRF, Nico. I know you might not be here, but thank you, man. I appreciate it. Silverira. I might be saying that horribly wrong. I apologize. Little Smuff, Shika Zatoki, RB Loloco. Jesus, why are all the followers so crazy? I think that's Manocraft.
Yeah, I think that's Manocraft.
Manocraft and Agatha Harkness. Oh my god, I remember that follow was amazing.
That was good.
We were literally talking about it and she followed. That was amazing. It was Agatha all along, guys. But
yes,
yes,
Agatha all along. Thank you to Ion Hammerstream specifically for cheering us on with 100 bits earlier.
Yes.
Thank you so much, bud.
Ion.
And I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they're still here, but Ayavram, AYAVR4M. Thank you for the follow as well. That's not showing up yet, but not any less appreciated. Thank you so much. Anything else we want to say, Derek? I'm thinking. I'm blanking. Catch the Quitslang Geekcast and Game Bite uploaded on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and so many more places. If we're not there, let us know and we'll get the podcast there as well. Facebook.com/QuitStallingUs, Twitter @QuitStallingUs, YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, Quitstalling. Yes, that's right. QUITSTALLING. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Twitch and subscribe to us on YouTube. Derek, when can the folks at home catch you when you're not on the Quitslang Geekcast?
You guys can catch me on my stream at Sensei Humor, as you can see below my name there. I stream pretty much every day as much as I can. A lot of Phasmophobia, some Monster Hunter Rise in the mornings if my lazy butt gets up. But yes, we do play Monster Hunter Rise, but mainly Phasmophobia. Chat and mess with me. You guys can see me there on Twitch. It's Sensei Humor everywhere else for YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. It's just Sensei Humor _. I appreciate the follow there. But of course, other than me, where can we find our lovely host, Herald Silvestre at?
Y'all can catch me at Herald Plays on Twitter and on Instagram. Sometimes I stream here on Quitslang when I play World of Warcraft, when I'm not exhausted and feel like chatting with people. So check us out. You can also check me out on Game Bite Wednesdays at 9:30 p.m. Manila. That's about 6:30 a.m. Pacific, Wednesday morning. You can also catch. We're also going to do game nights with an NYTE. Where we play video games. If the news is slow that week, we'll definitely be playing a video game. Derek, we'd love to invite you on one of these days because
yes, man.
We played
Hell
Brawlhalla.
Yeah.
And the only thing I thought of was Derek would love this. Derek would love to play Brawlhalla.
Have you seen this new game that was, or it's not? I don't think it's free anymore, but It's like dodgeball. It's like knockout something. I think that would be so fun. We all play together.
Can we talk about that in the after show?
I got you.
Is that on Steam?
It is on Steam. It was referred to me by one of these streamers I follow, and I think I saw like Nick Merckx and Tim playing it too. It's called Knockout. It's basically you throw dodgeballs at each other. It looks fun as hell, dude.
Okay, we'll check that out in the after
something.
show.
Yeah.
All right, Derek. It's been an amazing show. Chat. Thank you guys so much. Why don't you sign us off, buddy?
All right, man. You guys know where to find us next week. All right, we'll see you next week. Most likely we'll have a show. We love you guys. Appreciate you guys. We'll be here same bat time, same bat channel. Until then, get out your butts and praise King Godzilla. We love you guys.